Not to the moon.
Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1.
Houston, we have a problem.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
What's going on, everyone? This is Jaron from Jeranism. I'm back with another live video for you this evening. Happy Friday to everyone. Thank you for joining me. As always, I do greatly appreciate it. Okay, so tonight's video is titled Watching Joe Biden at Senate and Congress Swearing In Ceremonies. So, why would anyone do this, first of all? Well, if you have watched the news lately, you've seen that possible Democratic presidential candidate and former Vice President Joe Biden has been accused of some improper behavior by several women. Now, these are only accusations, so make sure you make that clear. And Biden has denied any wrongdoing, but I think we should do our own research. Basically, Biden's been saying this is just the way he is. It's the way he's always been. As that would not accuse, of course, any improper behavior. If someone, just because that's the way they are, doesn't mean that they should be allowed to do that. But many people may have seen some interesting videos on the interwebs that seem to show Joe Biden acting, as many people might label it, inappropriately with women and or children. Now, the problem with those have been that, those are mostly isolated clips, right? People will just show maybe one or two clips from a swearing-in ceremony. Well, tonight what we're going to do is we're going to try and look at the whole plate, so the entire enchilada, basically to see if we can notice any alarming patterns of behavior. So I'll not try and make any accusations. Rather, we're simply going to observe, and perhaps I'll be pointing to patterns of behavior that seem concerning. So, as the former vice president and likely the lead candidate for the Democratic Party, if he were to run for president, I think we the people deserve to know if something isn't right. And ultimately, I want to leave it up for you to decide, and we'll see if what we notice is, considered acceptable behavior in anyone's view. That's what we're going to look at. So what I've done is I've lined up, we're going to be going to C-SPAN, and I already see an issue here. Hold on one second. Let me fix this. There we go. Should be good now. So we're going to be going to C-SPAN. You should be able to see that on the screen now. And I've actually queued up. So if we check this out, we've got this video is an hour and 30 minutes. This video, an hour and 26 minutes. This video, an hour and 26 minutes. Hopefully those aren't the same. Nope, different. This one here, an hour and 47 minutes. Excuse me. So I've got 4 separate ceremonies, and I'll tell you the dates of each one as we go to them. And really, we're going to be watching the entire thing. So this live stream could be long, but I just want to get a actual idea. We need to decide for ourselves whether or not inappropriate behavior goes on, if this is something that should be concerning. And, when somebody just takes an isolated clip or 2 or 3, sometimes I don't think that's a good enough gathering of all the information that we would need in order to say something is up, something should be looked at, something might be off, and that's what we're going to do. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me. Let's go to video number 1. So this is from, January 6th, 2015. Now, one of the annoying things, besides the audio there, one of the annoying things that you'll notice is occasionally when I mouse over the screen, you'll see this pause button. Let me turn this down just a second here. You'll see this pause button come up. Sorry, that's going to happen quite a bit. Also, on C-SPAN, for some reason, the videos often freeze. So it's another thing to be wary of. And then the other thing is we don't want to watch him swearing in everybody. So I'm going to be constantly using this plus 10 seconds and minus 10 second button to skip ahead. So for instance here, if we don't want to see, we're going to move forward until he starts swearing people in. And then we're just going to kind of watch his behavior with women, with children, and see if there's anything alarming. So hopefully you guys are ready to go. We're going to turn up the volume just a little bit to hear some of these things.
All right.
And like I said, it may be long, but it's worth it for us to do and see if there's anything alarming. So here comes some girls. Let's see what's happening here.
Porter, how are you? Hey, Tommy, how are you? Who's this guy? How are you? You doing okay?
So he's definitely very handsy. Yeah, I've noticed that.
He said, look at the ceiling there. It's pretty cool. Well, come on.
We'll also notice him saying several things numerous times over. So we'll just watch and see
Charlie, you're the star
if there's
here.
anything interesting.
Oh, it's great to see you guys. Thank you so much. How old's Charlie?
10 months.
So he's petting this child on the head, which, hey, you know, somebody can do that, I guess. I would find it a little bit strange if somebody did that to my child. But it depends. If it's my uncle or my child's uncle or my child's grandfather, I wouldn't think it was that strange. Okay, so now for some reason he's grabbing this girl's arm, saying, stand in front of me.
As you guys can.
Okay.
Everybody look right here. See here.
Still holding this girl's arms for some reason.
Okay, up there. Second level.
Interesting.
And let's add in the girls. Let's come back in with one big group shot. Come on in.
Do you know what
What's going on here?
Your granddaughters have one important girl.
He is petting this child's face. She does not look happy about it at all. Oh, there's a little smile.
And the gentleman with the baby, could you guys come on to the front? Okay, yeah, can I get a couple of you?
So I'm not sure about, you guys, but this would bother me if that was my daughter. I don't know. It would definitely cause me to question, what is this guy doing? But it could be completely innocent, so let's continue. Like I said, we're going to be watching quite a bit of this tonight, and so we should, by the end of it, be able to tell if there's inappropriate behavior or if it's all on the up and up. The other hard part will be I do want to hear the volume on some parts, as we might want to listen to things that he's saying, comments that he makes. So that's why I have to be quiet sometimes, as we will turn up the volume and listen.
Okay?
Okay, is it possible? Can we just have our family?
We have one just for you.
No, but with them in the back like that?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do one more with their tight like that.
And then we can kind of rotate around.
And again, this is clearly not enough
Does
to
that look
say
better?
anything.
Madam
Where's the
Secretary,
photographer?
whatever you say.
Thank you so much.
You know how it works now, Joe.
I do. You kidding me?
You'll notice this man here has his hand on his wife. That seems to be pretty
Thank
normal
you so
and okay.
much.
Married.
And we can exit out this way down here.
Gave that girl a kiss.
Dad, pleasure to see you again.
Oh, make sure you say goodbye to him.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Well, this time you got to sign.
Let's rewind that for a second and see if there's any interesting activities here. Let's see.
We Irish have an expression.
What's going on
Son's a
here?
son till he gets a wife. A daughter's a daughter the rest of her life.
True.
Simple. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, girls. Thank you, girls. Sure.
One of the things that we should be watching for, too, is just the way that he talks to women, because that's kind of one of the problems with the accusations that he's been, or that has been handed his way. The way that he deals with them. Also, something I've noticed is the closeness of somebody. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm talking to anyone in my personal life, even, if it's not my wife, I can't picture anybody getting really close to my face. It's just something that you usually don't do. It's just something that is not okay by social standards, but let's see how it goes. The other thing we have to remember, too, is that this guy is very powerful. At this point, when this happened in 2015, he was vice president. And so all these Congress members and their family, even if they feel uncomfortable, they're not going to say anything. They're not going to call it out. They're not going to point it out because this is power. This is what these people love. They love power. All right, let's skip forward.
Still with him, huh? Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly
So these are the
swear
parts that I'm going to
you
skip
take-
through.
All right. Okay.
Bit handsy, nothing much.
Next year's Christmas card.
Wait a minute, get some stuff done. Congratulations. I hope it was a great victory you guys had. Great victory. Thank you.
Okay, let's continue on.
There's one I wouldn't have. Do your solemn free. Hi, how are you? Listen, my son. Who's this? Lizzie, how are you? I'm a friend of your grandpa's. My name's Joe. Good to see you, man.
And again, as I said, I could have cut out all the clips that I've seen before and all the clips that other people have seen, but I think it's important that we watch it in its entirety and try to get an idea for, Joe Biden as a man to see if there's any alarming behavior.
Come on over here. Good to see you.
Oh, see, how was that now?
You got a great name. I tell you what.
Hey, I'm Kate.
Hey, how are you?
And this is Molly.
Molly, come over.
Stand back. No, pull her close.
Good to see you, Molly. How old are you, man?
12.
Oh, beautiful smile, child.
Oh, we got the hands on the daughter. Oh, petting the hair again.
Stand behind just a little bit more off to the side there.
You're getting too big.
So again, we've got a little pattern going here with the hands on the young females. Oh, definitely a pattern there.
No, I'm not saying. He knows I knew.
Petting this girl's face for some reason. Again, so far we can't say anything. I mean, this is just who knows what it is. But again, what we're looking for here is going to be patterns.
Alrighty.
So you're going to probably get tired of me saying
I
it.
remember opening the door and Al Gore Sr. introduced him. 1972. God love you. Good to see you. No, it's not generous. You deserve it. My dad would say, you have good look. All right. Good to see you. Nice to meet you. Dick! President? How are you, pal? Ray of light.
I see he's grabbing this woman, holding her arm
Well,
here.
I think
It's interesting.
Right, we're going to do. You want to do it with everybody?
As I would say, I mean, if I meet somebody at a conference or if I meet somebody in person, I'm certainly not grabbing their arm. I'm certainly not, and I don't think other people are, but maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe people do that. But it's just not how I meet people. Oh, we got a nice kiss on this woman here. Caress. Touching her face. That was weird. Some more time so we can see that. That's.
My mother would say no purgatory for you, dear. Straight to heaven.
He just said no purgatory for you, straight to heaven. So remember that because that's something that we're going to hear quite a bit.
Tammy Durbin, how are you? Hey, man, good to see you. How old
It's his birthday today.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, man. You got some killer eyes. Those girls are in trouble. Okay, Peggy, how are you? Hey, baby, how are you? How old are you? Lorraine, how old are you? I'm Joey. Hey, Joey, great name, man. Yeah.
So if anybody just heard that, he just shook this girl's hands and said, "Hey, baby, how are you?" Again, we're just looking for patterns. Because maybe that's something people do. I've never met a 10-year-old girl in my life and said, "Hey, baby." Just, hey, maybe I'm different. Let's continue watching.
Allison, how are you? You are beautiful. Good to see you. How are you? Good to see you. You are, man.
What did he say to her there?
How are you? Who's this beautiful child?
So, talking about patterns, he just said, "Who's this beautiful child?" to that girl. Who knows what age she is, but hey, maybe he's just being nice. Again, we're going to be looking for patterns.
Wherever you want to stand. Come on.
Again, we've got the grabbing of the arms.
There's a lot of us.
Kind of holding this girl here.
Pictures first.
Okay, here. Let's see.
You want the little ones in front?
If I can get this, if I get a few more people to go in the back there. There
Okay.
we go.
I'm right between Lorraine
Great. And if this
Sister,
lady here,
wife, and so.
yeah, if you could come with a
Very weird.
come right there.
Yeah.
Looks like a firm grip. All right, let her go.
Smile.
Everybody look right here.
Thank God for small favors.
Yes.
One past this again.
We didn't know we didn't do that yet. What am I talking about? Important to defend the Constitution for the purpose of evasion.
Okay, kiss this girl on the lips.
I will. Great to see you guys. Okay.
Again, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's something that happens a lot in your life, not in mine.
My best to Jill. I will. I will.
You'll notice also that she's not even the Senate member. Her husband was.
Go to, yeah, go that way.
All right, let's continue on.
Good to see you. Hey, how are you? Great to see you. Thanks for doing this again. Thanks for doing this again. Okay, they're going to stand you in the middle.
Pop past
And
this
the
one here.
Constitution of Evasion. Congratulations.
The first time we did this, Bob Bird was in there.
So it's another little pattern that we'll see. If you notice the lean
It's good to see
in
you.
each person, let's just watch for that. That Biden seems to always lead in, and the women seem to lean away. Again, we're just looking for patterns. Just doesn't mean anything. A very loving caress there. This is this woman's husband here, sir, holding on to her tightly. With her husband's right here. So one of the things that's interesting is we are 16 minutes into the hour-and-a-half film. We've got 4 more of these to watch. And so far, I can already see little patterns that he's a little more handsy than he should be. Seems to be pretty obvious that this is not acceptable behavior in today's world.
We
got this lean away here.
Let's
go back and see what happened there.
What you're about to enter, so help me God. I will.
Look at this close, leaning the nose in.
This family?
Yeah, we have heard.
Faces touching.
Say again? All right, here we go.
So this is what I was talking about. Sometimes you do get some freezing here.
How you doing? Can I borrow your hat? Can I borrow your hat? Hey, how are you?
This is Lorena.
How are you, Hans? Patrick, how are you? It's so good to see you. How you doing? How are you, man? Good to see you. Hey, Angel, how are you?
Billy.
Hi, Mr. Vice President.
Oh, and Charlie.
Charlie, how you doing, man? Big time, Charlie. How old are you?
Oh.
Seems rather friendly.
Good to see you. Oh, thank God you look like your mother. Oh.
So right there, he just said, "Thank God you look like your mother." You know, again, are these things just friendly things that men say? I don't know. Not in any walk of life that I've been around, but let's see. So now he's pulled this girl close to him.
All right, we'll get us all in here. Okay.
Don't smile, Patty.
That takes a lot of patience. Wear that hat and get that dressed up, Mom.
So another thing I want to point out here is you'll notice in this picture that Biden has found a good-looking woman to basically stand next to and to hold during the photo op. Let's see if that's a pattern that we notice as well.
This is hard.
We can pretend to straight ahead and smile, okay? Mom, you might have to hold
Stand right here.
All right. Okay, here we go.
You can see his hand down here.
Look ahead and smile.
And that girl just kind of pushed him away and holded up her arms.
We gotta do something.
Again, just so nobody thinks I'm saying that.
All right, we're all trying. Look ahead and smile.
Everybody say she.
So it looks like these two are a couple or something. The one that he said, you know, good thing you look like your mother. Skip forward a little bit here.
In or out?
I think you better just snap.
All right, we're gonna go. Oh, his hat's
All right,
falling.
we gotta look up top, guys. There's a photographer up top.
Oh,
See up there? Oh, way up there.
Holding this girl's hand now. And she doesn't look real pleased about
Don't
it.
jump. All right.
Thank you.
Interesting. I don't think he's let it go yet.
Say it's nice to meet you. Say I am. He's a smart little boy, too.
All these guys, I tell you what. You take care of your sister?
Take care of your sister. Another comment that we'll hear him make quite a bit tonight.
Well, I'll see you, Pat. Can I hold you? Can I have a picture of you alone? Can we do this picture here? Now remember me when you're president, okay? Okay. All right, good boy.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Let's watch that again. Just, could this be considered inappropriate behavior from women?
Have a good day.
I don't think it's surprising to me now that I'm watching this. Seemed more than a friendly kiss to me, but again, I mean, who am I to say anything, right? This could just be normal behavior for some people in this world that,
That's the oath.
I don't know.
Why don't you stand in the port and no reservation? You don't have any doubt.
Let's watch that again. It just seems weird to me, and I could see a woman having a problem with it.
Help me God.
Remember, we're not picking out clips here. We're watching every single interaction. So you get this forehead to forehead. Interesting.
Oh, some. Come on, bring them.
See if there's anything interesting here.
Who's this handsome guy?
He's a basketball player, I'm gonna tell you.
Hey, man. What's your name? Hey, Chuck. Well, how are you, Kim? Good to see you. Hi, Emily. How are you? Hope you have a big fence around the house. Hey, Marcy.
It's another thing you'll hear him say whenever a family has several good-looking children. I hope you have a fence around the house. Okay? Maybe that's normal.
How are you? Hi, Cindy. How are you?
Mary Alice.
Hi, Mary Alice. Hi, Steph. So some of you guys got to get on the other side. Hi, Nick. Good to see you.
So let's see here if we notice any patterns continuing or
I tell you. Hey, man.
whispered something to that girl.
Good to see you again. We met before. How are you? You got some eyes, kid.
He just told that woman there, "You've got some eyes, kid." Is that appropriate? I guess. I don't know. You know, again, this is the questions we're going to be asking, or is this just normal behavior and should be allowed? And this is just how he is, and we should get used to it. Oh, somehow Biden has a woman again, decent-looking woman next to him, hugging her.
No, it was true. It was true.
But we'll always remember that. That was special. Yes. Since I was
Veteran Horde here.
Right here, and actually here at the end, if you guys
We're going to skip past these a little bit. Yep, so let's rewind just a little bit there.
He needs to take care of her.
You told 2 years ago. Oh, guys.
I remember. Well, what I didn't tell you, my dad had an expression. For real. I like you. Have a beautiful voice. You're smarter than me. You're my best friend in the world.
So what you might not be able to hear now is what he's doing is telling this brother that he should... Oh, did you see that? That was just a pet of this girl's face. Watch it again. He just told her that his dad used to tell, or he told this child here, that his dad used to tell him that he had one job, and that was to protect his sister. This is going to be interesting because throughout tonight, we're going to hear him say over and over again the same statement, but change the ending of it. So the one thing my dad told me was to take care of your mother. The one thing my dad told me was to take care of my grandmother. The one thing my dad told me was to take care of your sister. Very weird behavior. Let's continue. And of course, many people have heard him say it. He also said to her a few seconds ago, no dates until you're 30. No guys until you're 30.
Nice to see you. Good luck to see you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Wonderful.
Lauren, I don't have to tell you to keep the faith. I have to tell you. Good to see you, pal.
It's nice of you guys to wear the same suit.
Well, I tell you, well, you know, like I said, we came together.
There's a grabbing of the arm for some, I don't know what reason. Just likes, he's very touchy. I don't know.
Hello, Jack.
Again, it's up to you guys to decide. This is up to the viewer to decide if this is normal behavior or if it should be accepted behavior. Oh, that was interesting.
8 years old yesterday. Well, happy birthday, baby. Well, come on.
So called her
You
beautiful,
stand right in the middle.
called her baby.
Okay. And you get on the outside.
I don't know. I don't think if I went out and started calling people's 8-year-old daughters beautiful and baby, I don't really see that myself as being acceptable. But again, let's
Come
continue.
over here, baby. You can watch.
Come over here,
watch
baby.
Dad take the oath, okay? And if you will hold the Bible, and Jack will put his left hand in the Bible and raise his right hand. True faith and leadership about this.
You saw there, I'm sure, they tried to pet her hair as she went by, I guess, which is that a normal thing for people to do? I don't know. Pet girls, there you go, pet her hair. Let's continue on.
Hello, Jeff, stand and raise your rights against that you a woman.
Okay, come on.
We're gonna do this real quick.
All right. Come on. What's up? That's toasted cheese. Well, congratulations, Jeff.
Skip through the baby's crying there.
Go.
Go this way.
What happened?
We're gonna go this way.
Oh, Susan, buddy, good to see you. pal.
Everybody, come on in.
Tom, we're going to have you stand in the middle and hold the Bible. If you hold the Bible, we're going to do the... Good to see you.
Richard Sperry.
Hey, Richard, how are you?
Brother-in-law. My niece Laura.
Hi, I'm Isabel.
And
You got
my
some
niece
eyes, Isabel, I tell you.
You've got some eyes, Isabel, let me tell you. So again, we're going to be looking for patterns. And how many people can have beautiful eyes that you can just keep saying that? It kind of loses its meaning, doesn't it? Does he not know that he's mic'd?
All right.
You can't just keep saying that. It becomes obvious that it's strange behavior, but let's continue.
Faith and leisure. Help you guys. As they say in Southern Delaware, boy, you married up.
Okay, another thing that you'll hear him say constantly, where he's basically hitting on women, or it seems like that, because he keeps telling the husband, "Oh, I see you married up. I see you married up," basically saying that you are worse looking than your wife. You can see the look here. Let's continue.
I'm the lucky one.
Did they say that in Scranton?
No, they don't say that in Scranton. In Scranton, they talk like that. Scranton.
So kind to call an election day. Thank you.
And again, remember, what are the chances that anybody in this family or any of these people are going to say anything, even if they feel uncomfortable? This is their dream. They've been elected to the Senate. Said the same thing again, if you weren't listening. He said the same thing again to that girl about making sure that she doesn't have any serious guys till she's 30. Okay, again, as a one-off joke to say that one time, if we hear that 100 times tonight, will that be a pattern of strangeness? I don't know. We'll see.
Well, my only regret is I don't live in my own wood.
Why? So you don't live in your own?
Oh, God. Well, bear true faith out there. Hi. How are you? Hey, Amy, how are you? Hi, Mike. Hey, Mike, you jump on this side. Let's split them up here. Hey, girls, how are you? What's your name?
Brady's on that side.
How are you? What's your name? Megan, how old are you? 6 and you 9? 7. Holy mackerel. Hey, big guy, what's your name? Trey. Hey, Trey, good to see you. Hey, man, good to see you. Brad, how are you? Good to see you. Okay.
Another thing that's interesting is just how many girls he asks how old they are versus the boys. He didn't say anything at all to this boy, but he asked both girls. Again, we're just looking for patterns.
You girls stand right in the front. Your grandma and me.
So let's see. Is there any patterns going on? Again, he wants these girls right in front of him.
She's entitled. He's entitled. This is a long day.
What's going on here? Okay.
Don't tell me what
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he said something like, "Don't tell anyone something." Listen.
Don't tell me what Here we go. Here we go.
Hand on this girl. I don't know.
We got to look up top, guys.
Maybe what we'll do by the end of this, too, is maybe we'll go and find one of these swearing-in ceremonies that is for Mike Pence. And, Mike Pence is doing the presiding over it. And let's see if we see the same behavior. Maybe this is what these people expect. Kissing of girls that are clearly trying to pull away.
Nice to see you.
Holding people's arms. Grabbing women. Making comments towards women. I don't know. Let's continue.
They're going to have you make on this side.
Nicole.
Hey, Nicole. What a beautiful dress. How old are you, Nicole?
He's a good man, even though he's a Democrat. He's a good man.
Good to see you, Angel.
Okay, so again, how old are you? You're a beautiful girl, beautiful dress.
He's a good man.
How old are you? Watch the petting of the face. Hey, again, maybe this is normal behavior.
Sis, you stand in the middle.
Stand in the middle.
We have something in common, as he knows. We have sisters brighter and better looking. And so if you hold the Bible so he can put his
So he said we have something in common. We have sisters that are brighter and more beautiful than we are. Again, those comments in any other world setting would eventually catch up to you. You can't clearly be saying that all the time, yet when you're the vice president and everybody is beholden to your power and you're all as drunk for power as he is. That this is you're swearing in for your Senate or your Congress seat. You can see why these people just learn to deal with it. And they're not going to say anything.
Left hand on it, raise his right, and we'll
Skip through this.
I like you're having a good time.
Take it.
All right, come on. Got
One more,
guys.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph.
You got 2 more groups. That's
What's your name?
Joseph Bell.
I like your name, Joseph. Good man.
That's it for now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Here we go. This is my campaign team, my campaign manager.
Hi, Carol.
Yeah.
Campaign manager? You the guy who always responsible?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, you beat it.
Appreciate you when you said you can say things for us or against us.
I'll tell you what.
I knew this would happen.
Okay, did you see that? Let's watch that again
Hi,
here.
Caroline O'Neill.
We'll go back a little bit even.
Say things for us or against us.
I'll tell you what. Good to see you, man. I'd do nothing to hurt you.
Okay, now watch.
Hi, Caroline O'Neill. I'm Gene Finnegan's son.
Get over here.
Good to see you. How are you?
I knew this would happen.
I knew this would happen, said Senator
I may
Graham.
be Irish, but I'm not stupid.
No, you're not stupid.
He said, I may be Irish, but I'm not stupid. To get his picture with
You
this
guys did a
girl.
Great job.
Thank you.
One more.
It was a
Come
great
on,
year.
come on. Campaign. All right. Just Scott. Just Scott. Come on, Scott. Done when we're done.
All right.
This girl's running.
Family.
Hey, man, what's your name? Hey,
Around here.
if you need somebody to negotiate a big prize for you, call me on the guy.
You can do it.
I can help
Deal
out.
maker
I can
and
help
deal
out.
closer. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Okay, we're going to continue on. Another huge embrace.
I remember. We were too heavy loaded.
Okay, we're going to skip ahead a little bit past the...
Mr. Vice President, you go. Did you know that now that's the easternmost point?
No, I know. Easternmost point.
Do you know what the westernmost point of the United States territories
I
are?
assume the Aleutians.
Well, it's Guam, and he's pointing to all there.
That's
The
true.
sun never reminded the Queen of England once when it wasn't the same thing.
She didn't see the humor.
She didn't quite get it.
Well, I didn't know that.
Okay, we'll continue on.
So good to see you. Thank you. Good to see you. Do you remember Lisa? Hi, Lisa. How are you? And Eliza? Eliza. I remember you at our house. No, I remember Eliza. So good to see you. Great to see you. Well, come on,
Interesting.
let's reenact this. You stand right in the middle. That's what my kids say. You're having look attentive. Act like you like this. True faith with God. I need a hug, kid. Come on.
I need a hug, kid. God love you.
21, my lord.
How old are you now? 20?
You gotta catch up and tell stories.
Goodness.
I said, well, they usually come back by 20. No.
She's back. Did you go? Did you leave us for a while?
He's now holding her. You can see how anybody would say that strange behaviors might make somebody uncomfortable. But again, you think this guy's going to say anything? Think his wife's going to say anything? This guy just became part of Senate. Oh, now we got the forehead to forehead again, talking about patterns.
But now she's 30, so you're not hungry.
Now he just petted her face.
It was 23.
Again, we're looking for patterns. Something that could be alarming, and it just seems like he's got a infatuation with women and children, taking pictures with them, taking photos with them, hugging them, touching them. We'll continue. See if there's anything else. Again, we've only watched 40 minutes of the first video,
Give us a green one.
so let's continue.
She's the Instagram account.
So take a quick selfie of you. I want to do that. That's a good.
When you have to hurry. Because they're senators waiting.
We don't.
Okay, now he wants to take a selfie with just that girl.
Now, they want to get another shot here, okay? Come on. You jump on this side with me.
You jump on this side with me.
Get in the middle. Okay, here
All
we
right.
go.
So again, folks, any patterns? I don't know.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good
How many more you got to do?
But it's a happy day. It's a happy day with this guy. Good to see you.
So another thing that you'll hear, and I'll read the super chats as we go, from Paraplegic Bear. Hi, Angel. I need adrenochrome for sustenance, and precious blood of Jesus cover everyone in this chat. Okay. Don't know what that was about, but yeah, and I probably won't have the chat replay up after this video because I'm sure it's ugly. But again, we don't want to make any accusations. We just want to observe and then decide for ourselves whether or not this behavior should be allowed. Another thing that you'll hear him say a lot, and we'll kind of get a list of these things because we're going to hear him come up over and over again. One of those will be, he will tell families that have good-looking girls that they have great blood. Oh, man, your family has great blood. Got great blood in this family. Again, you know, this maybe is normal in Washington, D.C.
Congratulations. Okay. All right. You're going to take this obligation from you.
You might not recognize her. She's not in a
It's so
Okay.
good to see you. How are you?
Kisses on the head, caressing the face.
Hey, handsome. How are you?
This is her brother, Jake.
Hey, Jake.
The young prince.
Great to see you. Jake, I like you had a sister better looking than me and smarter.
So he just said the same joke again. You know, I like you had a sister who's better looking and smarter.
You're a handsome, smart guy, but you know what my dad used to say? You got one job. Keep the boys away from your sister.
So he just said, my dad used to tell me I have one job, to keep the boys away from my sister. Again, throughout this night, we'll hear him say that line, but change the ending. You know, my dad told me I have one job, to protect my grandmother. My dad told me I have one job, to protect my mother. Just weird. Why don't you know that there's mics? Don't you know that people like me are going to review this and see it and go like, this guy's as full of shit as a Christmas goose.
It's going to take two of them.
Oh, good to see you.
This is my son, Jason.
Hi, Jeanette. Say left hand closest to the heart. Hi.
This is my sister, Joy.
Hey, sis, how are you?
I'm good. I'm
Good
glad
to
to
see
finally
you.
meet you.
It's a delight to meet you.
Has good things about her.
Well, thank you. Nice to see you.
Joanne.
Sister's friend.
Hey, Joanne, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm also sisters with you.
Hey, how are you? Oh, come on, let's all from Arizona. Come on, you jump in here.
So it's the kid in front of her again. Again, we got the hands and the petting of the hair. Whispering.
Okay, right here. Here's the official.
See if we can hear what was said there. I think he said it again. No
Here's
dates.
the official.
Sorry. No dates until you're 30 or 20.
Look up and send a photographer up top.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Hands on the shoulders.
Can I have one with Jess alone?
Very good.
He just said, "Can I have a moment with Jess alone?" And the crowd says, or in its little family says, "Oh, here goes Biden. Let's watch." All right, let's leave our daughter with this guy. He wants a picture with Jess alone. Oh, so we can pet her hair. Beautiful, yeah.
Dad's going to stand pretty close.
She's a lovely child.
She's a lovely child.
By the way, if I were young and I had I'd choose parties.
Wow. If you can't hear, let's try and hear it again.
By the way, if I were young and I had I'd choose parties.
You know, other people might be able to hear it. I can't hear it. It's if I were young, I'd something.
By the way, if I were young and I had I'd choose parties.
I couldn't hear it. Something to do if he was young and did something, he would do something new. I don't know what was said. Again, by the way, all the links to all these videos will be in the description at the end. Again, we're going to be watching 1, 2, 3, 4 videos again. Okay, we got a nice embrace again. Oh, at least he did it to the guy too.
Me. Will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely without any money. AJ.
And we'll go back and watch this family come in here.
We got the whole crowd.
Hey, Stephanie. AJ. William. Hey, William, how are you, man?
Nicholas.
What's your name? Hi, Caroline. Nicholas. There's Nick. I'm sorry. How are you, man? Reese. Hey, Reese, how you doing, man? Isn't this boring?
Oh, don't ask him that, Mr. Vice President. How are you?
Hey, Angel, how are you? It's a pleasure to meet you, man. Hi, how are you? Now, who's this beautiful dog?
Coach.
Coach, how are you? I got a chance. Hi, how are you?
Molly.
Hey,
Mr.
Molly,
Vice
how are
President.
you?
They just got married on Sunday.
I'll tell you what. You married up, son.
Okay, so there was the joke again. Let me tell you what, son, you married up. Again, referring to the fact that she's better looking than he is.
You've done good, as they say in Southern Delaware. You've done real good. How are you?
And Molly, did Hubby disappear?
Okay. Whatever way you want to do.
You want to
All right.
set up?
You stand right in front with us. Come on. You guys stand in here.
one sit in front.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's great. I got to show you a picture of my dog, Champ.
There you go.
Smile for the camera.
So, watch there. He's staring at these two girls. Watch these two girls as they walk. Watch Biden. Seems to stare and whispers to their mother how beautiful that they are. I don't know. To me, that's, I don't know if that's okay. Look at this. Look at this.
Smile for the camera.
No, really. Some beautiful girls, you know.
You don't have for a photo too?
Billy. This is my guy.
I feel that way.
No. I love you. But I tell you what, man. I told you, Billy, we live in the same neighborhood, man. We'd have gotten in a lot of trouble together.
All right, let's.
Oh, another one?
You can hear what he's talking about there. He's.
I told you, Billy, we live in the same neighborhood, man. We'd have gotten in a lot of trouble together.
All right, let's.
Oh, another one? Okay. We got it?
Oh, you're famous.
Sure. AJ, how about you and me, okay? All right. Well, come on. What do you want? All right.
This way.
Now, you're going to take one with this phone?
I'm trying. This
Well,
my passcode. Okay, I'm so
So
sorry.
you got to
Mr.
take
Vice
your
President.
time. This is not a problem.
Okay, all right.
This is a happy day.
Got it?
I'm your folder.
Where? AJ.
Oh,
Now, wait a
very,
minute. Let me
very
see the
special.
phone.
Okay.
Ready, AJ? You and me, kid. Ready?
A selfie.
Peculiar.
Take care of him. He's my best buddy, okay?
A lot of things being said there, whispered or whatnot.
The last time I had spent half of my sixth year.
Continue on.
Let Mom with your butt.
Turn around.
I guess I just missed her.
I'll see him. I'll see him.
All right.
Got some super chats. Crazy world we live in. See you in Dallas. What's up, Flattered Vegans? Thank you so much for that. I'll see you guys there. And another, Lord Holy Father, look kindly on your children, redeemed by your Son, and born to a new life by water and the Holy Spirit. Thank you very much for that super chat. Second PSYOP group, TPT 1640. Let's continue.
Hey, man, how are you? You can't deny it, man. No way out for you.
Yeah.
And I said to my woman, would you mind riding in this car?
No jokes.
No joke. Anyway,
No, he
it's
didn't
good
say
to
that
see
all.
you, Gus.
Thank you so much.
This is Joe Bryson. This is Vice President Joe Biden.
Híjole.
Nice to see you.
All right.
He's a little confused.
Congratulations.
So he said handsome child and petted his face. And again, we're at 50 minutes into video 1. And I wonder if you guys find any patterns, if you're seeing anything that seems to be a continuing
I missed the
theme.
other part of the family, We had to do this reenactment to make sure you get you all. Now I'm going to have you stand on this side, Chris, and you stand right in the middle. Come on.
Okay, so he just kissed that girl, called her beautiful.
My Lord, you're kidding. And you are. How are you, man? Good to see you. How are you? How old are you?
Hey, you asked a guy how old he was. All right.
This is Rose.
Hi, Rose. How are you? Welcome. Okay. You hold up the Bible. Chris, put your left hand in the Bible. I solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, faithfully discharge the duties. So nice to see you, baby. How old are you now? 13, my Lord. 15.
So he just told that girl, "So happy to see you, baby."
It's just so nice to see you, baby. How old are you now? 13, my Lord.
13 years old.
My dad and stepmom and brother got cut off there.
Oh, come on. Let's get in here again. How are you? Good to see you, Dad. How are you? How are you, man? Good to see you. All right, here we go. We can put the Bible behind me. All right, come on, slide in here.
Thank you. Maggie, do you want to come over here?
Come on, baby.
Maggie, do you want to come over here? Look at this.
There we go.
All right, everybody look right here. Do you guys mind moving this way? There we go. Wait, right there, yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
You got to look up at the center photographer up top of it. Here, right here.
Thank you. Thank you.
What is going on here?
Thank you.
All right, well, nice to see you guys.
Can you imagine why somebody might accuse Joe Biden of inappropriate behavior? He's grabbing the arm of a 13-year-old child and whispering in her ear how beautiful she is and some other stuff that's unintelligible. Let's hear it again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tries to kiss her. She moves away.
All right, well, nice
Again,
to
these
see
guys
you
don't care.
Thank you. See you back home, I hope.
They would never say a word.
Thank you, pal. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to leave this way.
Thanks, pal. You let me know when you want. Dad, you got... Wait.
What is going on here? Let's rewind this again, okay?
Wait. Child, how are you? So good to see you. Tell you what, man, I didn't have any doubt, but I'm so glad.
Thank you.
So glad you were. Come on, boys, you stand in the middle here. You're going to get the other side. We're going to reenact those. Put your left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. Not repeat after me. That you will bear on with your... And we got all the work. Congratulations. You know, this one's a keeper.
This one's a keeper.
And we got all the work.
Again, we're looking for patterns.
Hey, man. Good to see you. How are you?
Because that's the only way to know. You know, we could have watched one of the creepy Joe Biden videos, which would, put the best 5 or 6 examples. But I don't know if that's really fair. What I would rather see is if the person displays patterns consistently. And so far, I've seen something pretty consistent. But let's continue. Let's see what else we got.
Okay, here we go. Come on. Slide in here.
All right. Thank you for joining us.
You see his hand
We
here
got the center
on this
photographer up top there.
girl's waist.
Look up there.
I'm worried he's going to feel neglected and jump or something. You know what I mean? All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's continue on.
Okay. Thank you.
Babe, we'll go this way and get you.
Grabbing of the arm, holding of the hand. Okay. Let's continue on.
Beautiful child. Good to see you.
Beautiful child.
Kerry was really upset. He said, he wanted to come in the middle. You're on that side. You put your left hand in the Bible. Left hand in the Bible. You're going to raise your right hand. And I'm your states against all enemies. Face of his.
We are my brother.
Sure.
It's really great to see
Now, again, the problem I see that could be happening here, or what people might say when they see some of this stuff, is that, well, clearly these people are not bothered by it. This lady's gone up to kiss him, but again, you have to remember this is the vice president, and these people just got elected to the Senate. So it's certainly not, you're not going to say anything.
Good.
What happened here?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it is.
Is that your sister? Come here.
I'm even smarter. They said one. They said, you have one job.
So there he goes with the one job again. You have one job to protect your sister.
My dad likes that. I'm 24.
24. God love you. Bitch is bright as you
They're
beautiful.
great. They're beautiful.
So how old are you? I'm 24. I bet you're as bright as you are beautiful.
20.
20.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't lessen the obligation. All right. Good to see you guys.
Thanks so much.
Continue some more.
Care, how are you, man? Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. This is my sister Lucille.
Hi, sis. How are you? Doing great. We got something in common. We got sisters better looking and smarter.
Okay, we got something in common. Sister's better looking and smarter.
Good to see you.
Oh, he made his way over to this child.
I'm Joe Biden. I'm a friend. Nice to see you. Hey, how are you? Hi, how are you?
You just told that girl, how are you? I love your smile.
Good to see you. You can't deny it. You can't deny it, Johnny. How are you? Great to see you. Well, I tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. Sis, you stand in the middle and hold the Bible for your brother. Okay. You get on your sister's picture.
Okay, well, why don't you step forward and hold the Bible?
You put your hand in the Bible too, okay? Foreign and domestic. Of the office.
Yes. Yeah.
Good to see you.
All right. Thank you guys for being here.
I met my sister. And she really
You can see the way he's touching her arm. I don't know.
Well,
You know, could that be
thank you
considered
for
as
being
improper?
here. I appreciate it very much. Oh, did we get a formal picture?
No.
All right, here we go. Come on. We'll put that.
Okay. Needs the photo.
All right. We're gonna
Hold your hand or your
I will. Now we got to set it for top.
There we go.
Now you know who runs the Senate. Okay, well, thanks, guys.
So much.
Congratulations. Oh, how you doing? Pleasure to see you. Senator, raise your right hand. Faith and allegiance to the
Continue
same,
on.
that you take this obligation freely without any mental.
Let me show you the Bible.
Another thing I find extremely disturbing. Did you know that these people have either him or Trump sign their Bibles? Is that not the weirdest thing you've ever heard? Signing of Bibles. Weird.
So each swearing in, you're going to have engraved in the Bible. And my son is Attorney General. It's really kind of cool.
So this is more Capito?
Hey, Moore, how are you, man? It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oops. Like I said, sometimes these videos freeze up. Let me make sure everybody's watching the same thing. Thank you guys for joining us again. We are watching Joe Biden at Senate
Hey, Charles, how you doing,
and
man?
Congress swearing-in ceremonies. A little tickle, a little close.
This is our son Charlie.
Oh, Charlie, this is boring. Come on.
We're going to get our picture. Hey, Charlie, give him that cute.
Beautiful family. Nice to see you. Good to see you guys. Nice to see you, man.
Okay, we'll continue on.
That's all right.
Hello.
And that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which you're about to enter, so help you God. Congratulations.
There's the head-to-head talk, and then we get the lean. The lean in, the lean away. I don't know what other sign a human being would need to know that that's not okay. I mean, I don't know. But he keeps doing it. Let's continue.
Gare, how are you? A great son.
My daughter, Alana.
Hi, Alana. That's my niece's name. You come over and stand by me.
Okay, so let's see that again. He sees this girl, immediately grabs her by the arm, and says, "You come over and stand by me."
You come over and stand by me. Come on, Madeline.
And everybody giggles. It's okay.
Very good. And my sister Gigi.
Hey, sis, how are you?
He's currently holding her hand, by the way.
Julie, why don't you guys stand by Mom on that side?
Holding her hand. I don't even know what age that girl is, but
Hey, Julie, why don't you guys
getting
stand
some
by
freezing
Mom
here,
on
sorry.
that side?
Okay, I don't know why that's happening. I'm going to actually shut down Skype in case that's causing any problems.
We got photographers up top there.
Still holding this girl's hand.
Great. Thank you.
Great to see you. Mom, congratulations.
And the second he lets go, she's going to...
And you've been wonderful in Michigan.
Hello. Sorry, don't know why we're getting a little bit of freezing. There we go.
You've done good, girl.
Yes, she has. And you've been wonderful in Michigan.
Great to see you all. Thank you. Good to meet you. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you. By the way, we got one down.
Again, the one job joke. Protect your sisters or something like that. Again, we have a little bit of a freeze here. It looks like the... There we go.
Laura, how are you? I'm good. Congratulations. Okay, Laura, you stand. You solemnly swear there was the preservation of her well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which you're about to enter, so help you God. I do.
Oh, come on. Why is this thing freezing up? The clock keeps counting, but we'll just deal with it.
Hey, Tate, how old are you? How old are you? 13. Hi, Meg, how old are you? 17.
Will.
Hey, Will, how are you, man? Good to see you. How old are you? 20. 20. Well, come on over this side, Will. And we'll slide in this way, okay?
It's like these people have done it before. Let's keep the daughters over here on this side. Let's continue on. Got some more super chats. Somebody, Carlos, I heard you mention me on TFR. Hit me up on Skype.
Hi.
Will do, Carlos.
Hey, Erin, how are you?
Camille.
Hey, Camille.
Good to meet you.
Good to see you. How are you? Why don't you guys split up and somehow?
Y'all stay together.
Right?
All right. I don't know why we're getting a bunch of freezing here. Let's pop back 10 seconds, see if that helps anything. No, it doesn't seem to work. What do I have open? Do I have anything else open? Doesn't look like it. Well, there we go. Usually in these videos they take a little break at some point, like a 10-second break, or this guy's probably signing a Bible for somebody. I find that to be the funniest thing I've ever heard. Sign my Bible, Mr. Biden. Give me your signature on my holy book.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go forward a little bit. Oh, let's go back a little. There we go.
Hi.
Interesting that we're getting some issues here. 108. It is counting down.
Hey, handsome. How doing? How you doing?
He's laughing.
You're so lucky. Congratulations. Would you want your daughter to hold the Bible? You jump in the middle, Angel.
So he wants Angel here to jump in the middle. I guess that's better than baby, which is what we've been hearing.
Want your daughter to hold the Bible? You jump in the middle, Angel.
Interesting that these clips are not rendering very well. There we go. Oops.
Daddy put his left hand in the Bible if he can.
So we've got his right arm on the girl. He was holding her arm with his hand.
Hey, man. So, you ready? Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear...
Okay. If I was a conspiracy theorist, I'd say something's up.
Duties of the office upon which you're about to enter, so help you God. God love you. You're a lucky man. You're a lucky man.
He's having fun. Thank you.
Look how he's staring at her.
Thank you. Thank you.
What a beautiful family. That's how old my children are.
Beautiful family. Which again, hey, maybe that's normal normal talk. Yeah, hey, you have a beautiful family, you have a beautiful family. Beautiful smile. You brighten the room.
My sister Lisa.
You're beautiful, he said.
Hey, Garrett, how are you? Aaron, how are you, man? Good to see you. We got to split the
rest of
sides
the family, Doyle and Becky.
What are we at? A minute 10 here. definitely not coming across very well.
Boy, nice to see you.
Why don't we have some people up on top?
Hey, Bill.
Behind up on the dais here.
All
Some
right,
taller guys.
Listen to the boss here.
Yeah, we'll go back there. Perfect.
Very good. Come on, slide across. Get everybody in. Switch.
So he's definitely touching this girl again for I don't know what reason. But
You can hold the Bible.
and now he's got his arm on her.
Hanging out.
This, to me, would be what I would consider inappropriate for my wife, my daughter. Maybe that's just me. Again, maybe it's just the way he is, and we're supposed to just accept it. I don't know. You'll have to decide for yourselves. Very interesting. Maybe they're getting a lot of bandwidth problems here on this. Maybe we'll go to another video here in a second, come back to this one, because this one is definitely struggling. All right, well, what we'll do is we'll leave this one up. There we go. For a second.
Of course I would.
She couldn't make it.
What's her name?
Yeah, let's see if we get a better one. We're going to go to the second one. This one is from January 5th, 2011. Again, we are currently watching Joe Biden at Senate and Congress swearing-in ceremonies just to see if we can see any patterns of behavior that should be alarming, that should tell people that possibly this person should not be a candidate for presidency, and probably should be, you should be careful letting your son, daughter, wife, mother, sister, cousin, niece, anywhere near him. Let's continue on and see if this is going to play any better for us. I have good numbers on OBS. We should not be having any issues, but let's continue on. So this one is, like I said, January 5th, 2011. And again, we're going to do it pretty much the same way and try and see what we can see.
Following their official swearing in on the Senate floor, senators held a ceremonial.
Okay. You done good, Joe. I'm going to defend the conscience freely. Oh, hurry.
Make sure I have this set up for you guys to see. Okay. There we go.
No dates to your 30. That's all you got to remember. Yeah. How are you? Good to see you.
Okay, so he just told the girls again, no dates till you're 30.
Man, look at all these beautiful girls. Dancing guys.
Stay up in front. You go.
Darn.
Amanda, you probably stay next to
Sit on this side as well.
This one seems to be playing better. Good.
How old are you?
Let's go back here a little bit.
Oh, you're getting old. 4 years old. How old are you, baby? How old are you?
Where do I go in the back?
Oh, you are old.
Well, make sure you can.
Stand over here.
Now,
He asked that girl how old she was and then said, yeah, you are old. Strange.
Come on, you come on up front. Come all the way around here.
And again, maybe this is just the way that I act in situations that I'm comparing it to. I just can't see grabbing anybody's arm, any child, any adult, any grandmother, any female, any male for that matter, any child, and telling them, oh man, how old are you? 6? Oh, you're really old. Beautiful eyes,
Come on.
you have great blood. I don't say those kind of things.
Now, wait a minute. You can't block. All right. If I stand here.
Okay, let's see. Somehow he ended up with...
Now, you didn't know
Where's
you
it
had a
gonna go?
6'7" grandson, did you?
I got a 6'7", son.
That's right. All right. See up top there? Okay. We all can you see us? All of you women under the age of 30, no dates until you're 30.
Okay, so again, he went with the joke. All of you under the age of 30, no dates till you're over 30, which is, at this point, extremely lame and extremely old.
She's the mother of
6
these
more
3.
years.
Yeah.
I said you'll have to wait 6 more years, right? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Holding of the arm.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Ken?
Thanks, Joe. What's your name? Good looking guy. How old are you? Is this your sister? Guess what? My sister takes care of me too. She still takes care of me.
So now he says his sister takes care of him.
And so are you, child. Where'd you get
When
those?
before I thought it was that he was supposed to take care of his sister, but
Wherever
again,
you got 'em? I think think I know where you got it. You got to send a thank you note.
Okay, so let's watch that again. What is he talking about with these women?
And so are you, child. Where'd you get those eyes?
Where'd you get those eyes?
I think I know where you got it.
I think you know where he got them.
Thank you note. Thank you.
Send a thank you note. What?
So, but I go to the school where your wife teaches.
Oh, do you really? Well, good for you.
Crazy. Let's keep going.
Figure it out. Hold back there.
Okay. Excuse me. You ready?
Again, you have to remember these women that he keeps hugging, every woman. This is his wife. It's not even like, I can understand if you work with somebody closely. Maybe it's somebody that you've been in Senate with for a while. Not somebody's wife. Oh, now a kiss on her forehead. That's nice.
You ready? Please raise your right allegiance duties.
Again, we're skipping past the
Family in here.
skipping past the swearing in.
Good looking guy.
This is Patrick.
Hey, Patrick, how are you?
You want to tell the Vice President?
How are you? It's great to
You
see
tell
you
him who the
again.
real Patrick is?
Hey, baby, how are you? How old are you? 17?
He said, "Hey, baby, how are you? How old are you? 17?" I don't understand that joke. Is it a joke, or why would you ever say that to a child? That's just me. I don't know. Again, many people might find this acceptable behavior. Some people may not. That's for you to decide. We're just watching it together, observing.
Fiona, how old are you?
You're 3, sweetie.
You are so good. You're 3 years old.
Just gave her a kiss. If you didn't hear that, again, that's a stranger. I mean, to him, to her.
Hey, good to see you, Mark.
You know, listen.
Hey, how are you, man?
Pleasure.
How you doing?
Well, it's Marcel's brother. Come on over here.
Come over here and help me out. I need an anticipatory absolution.
So he asked for the priest to come over for absolution. Is that what he said?
Come on over here.
Come over here and help me out. I need an anticipatory absolution. He has to.
What do you say?
Come on over here.
Come over here and
Something about keeping an eye on him?
anticipatory absolution. He has to.
Wow. See that conversation there? Wow. Again, for anybody who wants to look at these closer, all the links to the 4 videos we're going to be watching will be in the description. Let's continue.
I guess. Should we email them directly? They call it 2-inch.
LJ would love him.
Got something going on here with the lean again. The holding of the arm.
Come on, Sophia, let's go.
Well, I tell you what. Thank you. Good to see you.
Very handsy
That one
man,
right there.
for sure.
And the real boss stands in the middle. You know, well, hey, Kenny, good to see you. You gotta let the press see this beautiful child. Now look at that. All right? All right. Okay. We're looking up, we're looking down. Daniel?
Mikulski's and there are
Well, I want to tell you something. I never doubted that for a
I
minute.
am bringing more. Come on, this is my sister Chris.
Hey, Chris, how are you? Good to see you,
This is
sis.
Joe.
I know.
Everybody, come on up.
We met before,
Come on,
sis.
yeah. This is my niece Kim.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
This is Valerie and
Hey, Valerie, that's my sister.
this is Francesca. This is the
Francesca,
vice
how are you,
president.
baby?
Emery, father.
How are you, big guy? Oh, you're 5. I thought you were 5, and you're 17?
Yeah, another bad joke.
7. Oh, I knew there was a 7 in there. Good to see you. How are you, man?
This is
I'm
my
not giving
big
on you.
Ed.
Hey, baby, how are you?
Hey,
This is
baby.
Nikki.
What's your Nikki?
Mr.
How
Vice
old are you?
President, my sister
Just
Fran.
remember, no dates till you're 30.
All right, so if you heard that again, the no dates to your 30 joke again to a 10-year-old. As if they even know what he's talking about or what that means. Completely inappropriate.
Drew, how are you, man? What a nice looking man. A great handshake. Good to meet you. Hi, how are you? What's your name? Robert. Hey, Robert. Hey, good to see you, pal.
Hi, Maria.
Hi, Maria. How are you?
I'm just fine.
Welcome.
Yes.
All right.
Would like to step over here?
Okay.
Oh, you know, do one of your sisters want to hold that by?
Pop through this a little further here.
Tell her I'm okay, will you?
She's getting one.
Okay, we doing now.
I'm sorry. We're just going to take this one photo right now, and then we're
Okay.
Okay.
You can see this girl doesn't look real pleased about her position here, but well.
Come over here a little bit more. There you go.
Again, you have to remember the difference between like this lady with her hands on this child. That's his mother.
Sis, wait, hang on 1 second. Sis, come on over here. You can come with me on this side. You get out here so we can see.
What's going on there?
Okay?
Hey,
Okay,
guess what, guys?
that's it.
I served in the Senate for 36 years. I take your sis and your grandma, and your aunt. I take her before about any 10 people I can name.
Skip forward a little more.
No, we. Would you please raise your right hand? That you tell God.
I did. Thank you so much.
They tell me you married up. You know what I mean? That's what they tell me all the time. It's us.
Okay, again, he went and said, I think you married up. Again, trying to point out that he thinks she's more attractive than him. Or maybe it's just a terrible joke that he needs to change his joke, and another kiss on the cheek.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you guys.
And that is
Handsome boy. How are you doing? How are you? It's a big place, huh? Good to see you, man. How are you? Come on. We'll all...
Again, if you saw the caressing of the child's face, which is certainly strange.
Beautiful child. Okay? Okay, we're going to look over there, and then we're going to look up top in a minute. All set? There's a press over here.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the job you did. Thanks, guys. On that mark, you right in the middle, and we just like to hold it. We're going to do it again, okay? Same routine.
If you notice again,
Senators,
it's
please raise your
talking
right
to
hand.
her.
Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution
You can
of the
see the
United
lean
States
here.
against all enemies, foreign and faithfully? Discharge the duty. We can bring his father up for hey, Dad, come on in. Buddy, good to see you.
Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. How are you, man?
Pop through a few more of these.
Good better.
Just looking for patterns, you know, looking for anything interesting. Again, he obviously is very handsy,
Hey, Johnny.
hugging other people's wives. This is the late John McCain, of course, his wife.
That's right, yep. Take this obligation freely. I never even doubt about that. No.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh, it's my pleasure. Is that Chuck? We took you hiking to camp, and that's what I learned.
Yes, indeed.
Got Chuck Schumer here.
Bear true faith duties.
What did he do there?
Upon which you're about to enter, so help me God.
I do.
Congratulations, Chuck.
Again, the face-to-face, whatever he said, got him a little punch.
Our daughter.
Yes. I like running into you.
My nephew.
I like running into you.
you?
My nephew.
You're turning 11. You're beautiful. Just remember, no dates till you're 30.
So how old are you? I'm 11. You're beautiful. Remember, no dates till you're 30.
Hey, man. Good to see you, buddy. If I had your hair, I could have been president. I could have been big. I could have been big.
My brother Bob.
Hey, buddy. How you doing, buddy? Yes, good to see you again. Hi, Pam. How are you? Well, come on. We're going to do a picture. Emma, you
Just
right
grab this girl,
there.
pull them right in front of him.
Mac, why don't you get over here? Okay?
Again, just something that we're noticing that seems to be common.
Look at that camera first. Okay, good.
Great. I think.
Let's go back here.
Hi, how are you? Joe Brian, how are you? Hi, Jane Portman.
Watch the body language here. This is classic. I mean, this girl starts walking towards him and veers to the left greatly. Look at this lean. I mean, this is inappropriate. When you see somebody leaning away from you, ladies and gentlemen, at any embrace, it means less of that lean, please. Does not mean increase it. Let's see again. Maybe he just needs behavioral class.
Hi, how are you? Joe Brian.
Hi, I'm going this way, and I'm walking away from you.
Great. I think we want to.
Well, I think we do.
We
do this first, then we bring the whole family.
Tried to touch her arm there. Come over here. Pulls her arm over.
After about 300.
Pulls her close to him.
Excellent. So I'm the Bible.
You hold the Bible, and you put your left hand on it, and raise your right hand.
What is the reason that you need to touch her? I mean, I can't imagine why anybody would ever say that he may have been inappropriate.
Support and defend the Constitution of the United States or pledge your back. Yes, let's bring the whole crew.
Great.
Jed Portman, Vice President Biden.
How you doing, buddy? How old are you? Hey. Hey, Sal, how old are you?
16.
Remember, no dates till you're 30.
Again, if you didn't hear that, the no dates to your 30 joke again.
Now look, My family. Why don't you get in next to me?
Oh, why don't you get in next to me? Oh, look at this.
Guys.
You can see the hand here. Why don't you get in next to me?
One sister and 3 brothers in my family. And my dad used to say for real, he said, look, you got one job there. Keep the guys with your sister. That's the only job you have till she's 30. That's it. Because I promise after that, she'll take care of you. My sister now takes care of me. My younger sister. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. She's managed every one of my kids.
I don't think you're joking. I think you're lying because you've told the story differently over and over again. But anyway.
Look forward to working out. No, seriously, I like the thought. I promise you don't have to live in that with me.
This girl almost tried to go around her husband to get away from him.
Nice to meet you.
Up, grab that girl again. Get out of there. So again, when we see in the news, accusations that Biden is inappropriate with women, I don't know if you can draw a conclusion yet. Again, we're only 21 minutes into the second video, but let's continue on.
I made a mistake the first time. Hey, Johnny. Man, how are you? Great to see you. How are you? We're going to stand you right in the middle.
Okay. Look at the body language here. Body language does everything. Watch this girl. Stand to the left. Stand to the left. Stand to the left. Okay, I want my husband. Nope, you're going to come over. Damn it.
And we're going to have you hold the Bible. And Johnny put his left hand on it, raise his right. And the corner lot. And do that. Wait, I don't know.
A little grab, a little get close.
I'm just going to repeat the whole thing, and then you just you take this to God.
Okay, let's see. There you got the head leaning again. That's too close for pretty much any human being.
We did the right thing. You did the right thing. Come on up. This is the vice president.
Mackerel, how are you?
This is Riley.
Hey, Riley. How old are you? Vice President? Oh, 4.
Jack.
Hey, Jack, how are you? How old are you? 6.
Sarah Catherine.
Hey, Sarah.
So one thing I'm going to do real quick, by the way, everybody, thank you for joining me. What we're going to do is I'm going to bring up here, I'm going to do a search under this and try and get, I just want to watch Mike Pence for a second to see if we can, see if there's a difference here. All right, let's see this one. Okay. Here we've got Mike Pence, January 3rd, 2019. So this is just, 3 months ago. Real quick, we're just going to pop through some of these and see. Maybe this is the thing. Maybe this is how you are supposed to act at these events. I don't know. Let's just watch Mike Pence. Again, now we're watching Mike Pence from January 3rd, 2019, just to see if it's the same kind of motif here. Let me get up here to where he starts. Okay. So we're just going to watch and see.
Food was good. We're going to respond. Yes.
Okay. He's got this book. Seems to
Do you solemnly swear that you will
be normal here so far. Shakes her hand. Shakes his hand.
Thank you.
Take a picture.
Thank you.
Hands to the side.
Thank you.
Okay.
Look forward to working with you.
Thank you. I do.
Okay. Handshake.
Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. All right. Let's try another one.
Inmate enemies, foreign and domestic.
He's not touching the person's wife
Take this obligation.
during the reading of the vows. Let's see. Or vows, oath, whatever. Handshake. Decent distance between the faces. Stands, hands by his side. Lets the husband and wife embrace each other. Seems like pretty normal behavior. Whoops. Let's see here. Okay, shook his hand. Handshake.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
William will go over there.
Okay. Step forward. Not grabbing this woman around the waist.
Everybody goes right here.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Everyone with me right
Okay, let's keep going. Let's just see maybe. Oops.
You finally found her.
Great to meet you. Good to meet you.
Let's continue.
you so much.
Our niece?
Honored to be with you. Hi. Great to meet you too.
Special.
So just a handshake. Nice to meet you. No bad jokes.
What a great family. Good to meet you, sir.
My wife, Martha.
Of course, Martha. Nice to see you. Yeah.
Bowden.
Thank you. She did too. And she's someone. Good to meet you too. Thank you.
His wife.
Great respect for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll
Does seem much different, doesn't it? Let's keep going. Let me skip forward, just make sure we're not just taking a small sampling. Let's see here. He congratulates them as, you know, whatever. They've been elected to the Senate. Congratulations, congratulations.
It's an Indiana tie. Is that right?
Hey, it's an Indiana tie.
Cornell and married. And Charlotte's up at Harvard. Oh, okay. In grad school. Yeah.
Normal conversations, all right.
That's my other nephew.
Shaking hands.
Let me block you.
See if he grabs a girl to be next to him during the picture. Let's see.
If you step together and turn your
Nope.
shoulders
Stand straight up.
center and looking right here, please.
Seems like pretty normal behavior to me.
And then I'll take two, looking here, and again, please.
Maybe they just told him don't ever act like Biden. Hi, Alicia. Mike Pence. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
That's great.
Let's see.
So as you rate all enemies, foreign and domestic.
And again, I'm certainly not a fan of Mike Pence, but on the other hand, when you're talking about acceptable behavior in a public setting, I don't think I've seen a thing that I would consider iffy. Pleasure meeting you. Congratulations.
You want to get a
Pleasure.
look at
Hands by the side. Let's do one more just to see.
Do you solemnly
Reading the oath, not touching his wife.
Congratulations.
Handshake.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So this is my daughter, Deborah. Hello. Deborah, Mike Pence.
Deborah, Mike Pence.
Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. See if he gathers some female to stand next to him. No, see.
I got it.
Really, it's an honor for me to do this.
Honor for me to do this. So hopefully people see here a markedly different. Oh, here's a child. Let's see if we notice anything different.
This is her mother, Elizabeth.
Hi.
Beautiful.
And Russell.
Russell, how old is Russell?
Did he touch her face? I didn't see, but it could have been.
Ella. Hi, sweetie.
And this is Caitlin, our daughter.
Caitlin, congratulations.
This is Milo.
So I want to watch a few more because that may have been that he touched that child's face, which maybe that's a thing. Hey, I don't know. For those listening, I do not recommend that when you meet somebody's child that you reach in and touch their face. Just, that's a personal recommendation, suggestion. But again, maybe you feel differently. So again, we'll see if they line up for photos here. Maybe he's smart by having that book in his hand. Oh no, he takes it out. Okay. Seem pretty innocent.
Mike Pence, great to meet you. Congratulations.
Mike Pence, great to meet you.
She knows what she's doing.
Don't leave Michael out there on his own.
So again, you see his behavior with this girl behind him. Doesn't cause any alarms. Doesn't
You solemnly swear.
seem strange at all. But again, we're going to go back and watch some Joe Biden and see if there's any difference. So taking a photo, arms by his side. Looks pretty innocuous to me. I don't know. And I think we can come back and look at this a little bit later if we want to see if it is the same.
Yes.
You know, handshakes. Mike Pence, nice to meet you.
With everybody here, how it works, you can be kind of nice. Okay.
All right, so I've seen enough of that. I mean, I don't see, we're not even finding one thing that's questionable. Let's see if we can find. Well, he did touch that child's chin. It looked like possibly. Elizabeth Warren. With her, you got to be careful. You got to close all the windows because if any of the windows are open and a breeze comes through, she falls down. she could blow away. So you got to be careful with Warren.
We'll keep working.
Don't know what's being said there, but so we're not seeing any of the same kind of pulling of women next to you, making comments.
Your children, Hannah and Grant.
Hannah, good to meet you.
Grant, what a pleasure.
Let's see if he pulls one of these girls to stand next to him. Doesn't look like it as of yet. See, nope, he's just standing in front. All right, so we can kind of see what regular behavior looks like when people get together that don't know each other, that are standing for a photo. We don't need this guy grabbing this girl. Okay, just thank you, congratulations. See?
You too, man. Congrats.
Yes.
Mike Pence, nice to meet you. So, nice to meet yous. How's it going? Let's stand here. So he did say the same thing about the kids in front. Let's see if he puts his hands all over their shoulders now. That would be interesting. Maybe that's a thing that you do when you have children walk in front of you. Let's see. Let me pass forward here a little bit. So, nope. He wanted the children, he asked the children if they wanted to come in front, but they didn't, and he didn't put any, he's not touching any of the children, not hugging this woman next to her husband.
Great. You did a great job with that.
All right.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
It was a fun kid when I was wandering through that warehouse with you. I know.
Well, we definitely did.
So, seems very, very normal behavior to me. I don't even see anything that's questionable at all. Let's listen. Nothing. Nice to meet you.
You got to say if they remembered 6 years ago. Joe Biden to Catherine.
What did he say about Joe Biden?
I said, even at 2, she knew if the Democrat tries to pick you up, scream your head off. So you got a much better reaction.
The Vice President had a great sense of humor. Okay, then put your little sweater down, baby.
Oh, gosh, what a great story.
Tuck that in, okay?
Hmm?
We're going to make
Yeah.
it straight.
Here, hold it up a little more.
Now you stand. I'm going to get right over here because I don't want to block these beautiful girls.
He actually almost tries to not stand near them, which, again, I'm sure that they've told him, here, watch these tapes of Biden and don't do what he does. That's probably what goes on. Let's go back to Biden. Let's see here. That one's good. We didn't finish this particular video, did we? Let's see if it's any better now. We're back to the first video again. We've got Biden, hands on this girl. And this one just does not want to play today. By the way, this is not today. This is January 6th, 2015. We were trying to watch this towards the beginning of the live stream, and
Of course I would.
She couldn't make it.
What's her name?
we weren't getting good bandwidth or something. As you can see here, it's skipping a lot.
Well, it's nice.
Yeah, see, this one's not playing too well. It is counting on the little timer there, or the timestamp, but
Thank you. All right. Take care, Grandma. Love you.
Well, that was cool. She said, you know, that's very nice, she said, but I don't have time right now. I'm watching my grandson, Corey Gardner, getting sworn in.
so yeah, I don't know why this one's not playing too well. We'll go back to the one we were watching, number 2. Video number 2.
I did. There's an outfit out in San Francisco that there's a museum on there, Rose of the River. Of her city was a Rose of the River too. And she worked in manufacturing. I'm glad you got a beautiful sister.
Yeah, so we're going to pause this one for a second. Let's go back to the one we were watching here and see if anything new is over here.
Yeah, we're ready.
Good to see you. Hi. Hey, good to see you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, he's
Stay up there.
You're not allowed to have any date till you're 30 years old.
So imagine telling these children that they're not allowed to have any dates till they're 30. I mean, what do they don't even know what you're saying. Why would you say that to children?
And then you have to take your grandfather with you.
That's right.
He just pulled in this girl here.
Oh.
So we can see a markedly look at it again. You can see it much different.
Okay, there's the car right ahead.
Pop 10 seconds past this. Did you hear that, guys? Let's hear it again. Look at you all. You all have good blood.
Thank you. Expression, if you were here, you look at y'all and say, y'all got good blood.
I don't know about you guys, but it's certainly strange when Joe Biden makes blood references, talking about children being good looking. It's a little creepy. Said the joke again.
Can you tell some of the construction workers to build a Lego shop here?
Oh, that's a good idea, man.
He's in charge.
So I, of course, have not seen all this. This is a lot of hours of footage. But that kid just said to build a Lego shop there. It's kind of funny. Anyway, let's keep going.
What were you doing when you were holding
We're going this way, gang.
I was holding the Bible while we did a reenactment. It's good to see you.
So watch here.
Good to see you. You got a smile that lights up the room. Again, congratulations.
It's another thing you'll hear him say quite often. You have a smile that lights up a room. Now he's grabbing her, pulling her over.
I don't know. Well, you ought to know. I do know now. I know again, too. You're going to hold that, okay? You're going to raise your right hand. True faith, the officer.
Happy person.
I love this.
What did she say? You're a happy person?
Now remember, I was always nice to you.
You seem like a very happy person.
I mean, look at the body language. It's all you need to do. Look at this lady's eyes as he says, I was always nice to you. Now watch this girl.
You seem like a very happy person.
Looking in the opposite direction. So, just pointing out here that, maybe we shouldn't be surprised when we see accusations of improper behavior with women. Now 4 or 5.
You can leave him behind, Doc. It's okay.
Who knows how many?
Probably don't need her help.
But we're going to continue watching just because I think it's good to see some of this stuff. And again, you can find videos people have done, some compilations of certain interactions that he's had that people might find inappropriate. But again, I'm not sure if that's the best way to view it. Some people remember I used to do watching NASA live streams of spacewalks because I wanted to watch them in their completion, in their entirety. I don't do that anymore because now that I've realized that a live stream can be completely and totally faked or changed or done as a time delay, why would I watch that footage? Because it can be edited. You're not going to find any issues with a NASA live stream when they edit it. So let's continue on here. Basically, we're just watching this to see if we can see any patterns, and so far I've seen a few. I don't know about you.
You're going to stand in my lap. Hey, okay. We're true faith on women. Happy New Year. All right, Happy New Year. It's all enemies for well.
Again, the sad part about this is even if this lady feels uncomfortable, even if any girl feels uncomfortable, what do you think their husbands are going to say when they say, I feel uncomfortable? What? They're going to say, deal with it. Suck it up. I'm now in the Senate, and he's vice president.
How you doing, buddy? Who's this pretty girl?
Who's this pretty girl?
Hey, Mia, how old are you? Just remember, no dates to your 30.
There's the no dates till you're 30 again.
Hey, Len, how are you? Hey, Aiden, good to see you. Hey, Maddie, how are you? Steve. Good to see you.
Just called her gorgeous.
It's a great school. I love NYU. Did you like it? What a great spot. Come on, you girls get in the middle. Let sit right here.
Okay, he just pulled this girl towards him.
Don't think so.
Again, we're not making accusations here tonight. We're just observing. Because people should make up their own minds on these topics. But this is his hand, by the way, on her shoulder. See here? Whispering to both these girls now.
My dad were here.
And this girl can't get out of there fast enough. Which way to go? I'll get him out of here.
And your husband's going to hold that
Let's watch that one again.
My mother would say, left hand closest to the heart. I'm going to drop you right in the middle, and your husband's going to.
My mother would say, left hand closest to the heart. I'm going to pull you right to the middle. Weird.
We can go through the whole thing again. We got to do this. That once before.
Grabbing her closer.
I think, how long have you been married? 13. Yeah, he did it 13 years ago, I think. All right.
Let's continue on here.
Joe Biden, our vice
What's your
president.
name? What beautiful girl. How old are you? And how old are you?
I'm 11. Nice to
I
see
can
you.
tell you're the old one. I can tell you're the old one. Hey guys, how
These
are
are
you?
our cousins.
Hey guys, how are you? Oh, now they're 16.
So you saw that. Hopefully his arm was on her the whole time. I don't know.
Hey everybody.
Certainly a lot different than what we see from Mike Pence.
Hi Sarah.
Mom.
Mom, how are you? Hey, Holly Bennett. Mom, you get over here. You get right next to me, okay? All right.
Oh, so this time he pulls this lady up, grabs this girl here, got her right around the arm here.
No, not smile. No date till you're 30.
See the way let's watch that again. Notice she has no idea even what he's talking about, and he's met her before. Obviously, this guy has been sworn in before. He says, do you remember what I told you last time? She says, what? Smile? He says, no. No dates till you're 30. And she says, what? These children have no idea what you're talking about. Creepy.
Do you remember what I told you?
As F.
No, not smile. No date till you're 30.
She had no idea. What? And look at these guys, happy as could be. Power hungry, power drunk.
This one.
So at this point, I would find it extremely peculiar if no woman had ever felt uncomfortable around him. So the fact that there's accusations coming out kind of makes sense. We're looking for patterns, and so far we've seen plenty. Let's continue.
Okay, we're here.
All right, we're going to have you stand in the middle, big guy. Senator, you're going to stand on that mark. Just raise your right hand.
These handsome boys, Vice President, my son,
Hey, man.
Nick.
How are you, man? Good to see you. You're a good-looking guy, man.
Okay, this is my
How are
nephew.
you? What's your name? Hey, Luke. What's your name? Hey, Sean. What's this child's name?
This is my goddaughter.
Just remember, no dates to your 30.
We got the no dates to your 30 again.
How are you?
My niece.
Hi.
My
Hi,
cousin.
man. Oh, he was a great friend. Hi, Emily. How are you?
Hi, I'm Annie.
Hi, Annie. How are you? Great to see you.
Can I call you
My
Joe?
mother.
How are you? I'm good.
One for the handshake, we went for the hug.
Oh, Christ, this is wonderful.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, Karen. How are you?
Jenny Gore.
Hi, Jenny. How are you? Good to see you.
Mike McCuskey.
Hey, Mike. How are you, man? Good to see you.
I'm the North Pole.
I know you are, man.
Continue on,
Get over
man.
here. Move this back here. All right.
Shawna's in the back.
That's Jill, like in her new house.
Yeah, let's
Get it back.
He certainly found a way to get a woman next to him again. Let's continue on.
What am I holding?
That's we should have one showing.
I don't know what that is. Looks like they got him some shirt or something.
To your family.
Let's continue.
More importantly than we take our own. You know, there's an old expression. Do me a favor. I remember it. Do my son or daughter a favor. Never, ever forget.
What? Sorry, I got to hear that again.
Old expression. Do me a
I do
favor.
apologize if this is boring for anybody. I think it's important that we watch all his interactions again to see if there's any patterns. What is he just talking about here? Though I had to hear that again.
I remember it. Do my son or daughter a favor. Never, ever forget.
We're gonna
All
get
right.
that.
Remember, no dates.
Okay, he's telling other people no dates till you're 30.
Well, you got to come over to the house.
Yeah, the problem is that you could just say to me that this person is socially inept, and I might agree with you, but then you're saying, well, this is the Vice President of the United States. Nobody told him that this stuff isn't appropriate behavior.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Let's continue.
Equip, man. But I don't. How are you? What's your name? You're free. I like the bow tie, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. We're gonna have you stand right in the middle. Dad, you standing right there. There we go. And here, would you raise your right hand, Mesnick?
Geez, loud kid. Sorry, just get past the not being quiet very well.
All right, picture. Okay, William. William says he doesn't want. He's enough man. Hey, William, will you hold this for me? Hey, William, would you hold this? William,
Don't know what's going on here. Kids being loud. Okay.
And then maybe with us again, we'll do one more.
He's also the vice president.
What is he saying?
She goes to Penn.
Wow.
And then maybe with us again.
So look at the dad selling her off right here. He says, "You get in here. Look at watch this
I
dad.
think Lillian, you want to take a picture?
Watch this.
You guys alone. And then maybe
You
with
get
us
in there.
again, we'll do one more.
He's also the vice president.
He's my friend Joe, and he's also the vice president." What does she say? What does he say? Sorry, I gotta hear that again.
And then maybe with us again, we'll do one more.
He's also the vice president.
Beautiful girl. How old are you?
She goes to Penn.
God love you.
That's my son.
I know.
And my daughter as well. Yeah. Are you enjoying it?
Does this person look happy to be meeting the vice president? Look at this.
They got stuck on me last year. It's great.
Can we just try one more with that?
Oh, sure. Okay, good.
And she ran.
Joe, thank you for your patience.
Oh, come on. William, won't give up. You can tell me which hand it's in. It's a mint. Hey.
Don't know what's going on there.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Kim. Hey, man, I tell you, married up.
Oh, there's another one of the married up comments.
Okay.
There are other things you can talk to people about, believe it or not. Yeah, it is okay to talk about other things besides who married up, which family has good blood, how old you have to be to date,
Okay, man.
should you have fences around your house.
You get on that side. I'll tell you what. We're gonna redo the.
Again, watch the body language.
Okay, we can use this. You hold that.
Okay.
He puts his left hand on it and raises his right. Courtney was to do it the opposite way, but then I'll get him here. Yeah. Let's raise your right hand, Senator. Do you solemnly?
And I mean, people have to turn away when you get that close to them.
Upon which you're about to enter, so help
I mean, there should be about a 2-foot personal space, and he encroaches. Watch him get closer and closer and closer, so she has to turn. She can't even deal with looking him in the face.
I never have any of these. You have 7 times. You never heard me. I know. I can understand why now you want.
Yeah.
All right. Who are these beautiful?
This is Brittany and Larissa.
Who are these beautiful children, he said.
How old are you? Just remember, no dates till you're 30. Get over here by me.
Wow.
Okay?
No days to your 30. Watch again. I can't imagine any woman saying that he made them feel uncomfortable, can you?
Just remember, no dates till you're 30.
Come on over here with me. You're going to hug me. Your parents are going to allow it.
Here we go.
You're going to smile. I'm going to turn completely towards her.
Yes, I'm a junior.
Where?
In Minneapolis at Buffalo.
Oh, I know. I've spoken there.
The holding of hands.
Back in the early 80s. Yeah. Oh, darn. It's a great school. And you're out.
I'm out. I'll be in law school next fall.
Where are you going?
St. Thomas up in Minneapolis.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
I don't know, Joe.
I don't know. I definitely see patterns, folks. I don't know about you guys. Oh, there's the gripping of the arm again. Just so you know, I mean, if you go to the, I don't know, there's going to be a Sacramento meetup on May 4th. You know, it's just ridiculous. I can't imagine grabbing a person's arm like this.
That's great.
Jeez.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Come on.
This way, okay. You guys go this way.
See you.
Let's pop forward again some more.
Enemy's foreign charge. That's great to see.
These are our daughters, Mr. Vice President.
Uh-oh.
This is Kelsey and
We've got young girls. What did that? My mother said to keep the left hand
These are our
closer to the
daughters, Mr.
heart.
Vice President. This is Kelsey and Alex.
Hey, Kelsey. Hey, Alex. Mother would say left hand closest to the heart.
What?
Girls are beautiful.
And everybody just laughs. Look how power struck they are.
Daughters, Mr. Vice President.
Look at the giggle.
Hey, Kelsey. Hey, Alex. Mother would say left hand closest to the heart.
What?
Girls are beautiful. No guys do that.
Oh, now let's pull them both over. Wow.
You need to Bible and pray for these guys.
You need to pray for these guys? What did she say?
Slide it. You need to Bible and pray for these guys.
Wow. Anybody noticing any patterns, any strange behavior? Remember, we're not looking at clips. We are looking at the whole thing. We're like watching each interaction. And every time there's any opportunity for him to be what I would call inappropriate, seems to be what we see. But again, we're looking for patterns. So.
I was in the boys, I was in trouble. My father used to say, Joe, you got one obligation. Keep the guys away from your sister. That was it. No, I know that. I know. I mean, God. The only reason, if I'd known that I got Secret Service from my daughter,
I was trying to listen to what he's saying there. He said something about if I would have known I had Secret Service. Look at him pulling this girl head to head. And again, it's not like anybody can look at these girls' faces and say, oh, they're enjoying this interaction. No, 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 no. You are required to enjoy the interaction when your father or mother, whoever, I didn't see who was elected, whatever, is a senator and you're meeting the vice president. So imagine the power trip. You can get away with anything.
That's the truth. Anyway, it's great. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's so great to see you guys. Congratulations to you.
Thank you for making us feel so welcome.
Oh, come on, no. I enjoyed the Senate more than anything. I'm still as a kid. You're still the vice president. We're still the senators.
What? Okay, let's move on past that one.
Hey, Kat. That's pretty cool. Anyway, would you please raise your eyes to the center? So from the house. Yeah, I know. It's a hard thing.
Again, look at this lean. I mean, it's like so obvious. It's almost like the screen is tilted.
Hi, Shannon.
God, what beautiful girls.
This is how we really God, almighty, I can see that. You didn't have any shortage of volunteers, did you? Right here.
God almighty. This guy's keeping an eye on his daughters. Certainly was interesting earlier when we saw that one senator say, I knew this was going to happen when he pulled his daughter over. Scary. Up. Pulling those over. Holding hands. He'll claim 2 of them. Unbelievable. Completely turning. It's not even in the same picture as these folks over here. It's like,
Who else we got?
what does he think? This is a trio picture?
Boyfriend.
Come on up here. Come on. Okay, I want to check these guys out. I'm okay.
Oh, this is my fiance.
Hey, man, how are you? That's right.
It's like known between all these people. They were talking about photoshopping these 2 guys out, putting them at the ends.
Segregation from Mississippi. I'd go to his office. Judicial committee meetings. All these folks in Mississippi. If you ever notice, folks in the South don't ask you, may I have my picture taken with you? They say, man, my picture made. Mississippi. And I've got...
Again, ridiculous conversation here. I don't know what they're talking about.
I said, how's that, Mr. Chairman? He said, that way they turn out bad.
These guys are trying to leave.
But now they can Photoshop everything. Anyway, congratulations. Best wishes. Best wishes.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
This is Theo.
Hey,
The
Theo, how are
list is
you?
in that one.
allegiance to the Senate to enter, so help me. Good to see you.
Mr.
How are you?
Gillibrand.
Welcome. Hey, Dad, you get here in the middle. Mom, you get over here. Come on. You get in here. And we can split either side. Yeah. There you go. Great.
All right, he's got a guy next to
Okay.
him.
How's that work? Got it?
That looks
Does
really
that
nice.
work?
Pattern changed.
I think you're going to have you kind of the other way. I think they got you looking at. We're looking in the middle. That's it. Yeah.
That is a ridiculous looking picture. It's terrible.
Thank you.
I like what Tom. See you. Welcome. Well, again, welcome, man. We're going to do this again, okay? One more time. We'll just make sure we really did it. Put your left hand in the Bible, John. Raise your right hand. I'm going to pinky out. Welcome. Meet you. Hey, man. How are you?
I'm just rolling out to see if I missed anything.
Yep. God, there's so many beautiful children.
My daughter Carrie.
God, so many beautiful children.
How are you? It's nice to meet you. Hey, man. How are you?
And my father's vice president.
Hey, Dad, how are you? You must be very proud. Why don't you get right in the middle, Dad? Come on. You get over here on this side of me, okay? We'll do it. And come on.
How about one of the gals?
Yeah, one of you girls come over here. Okay? All right.
All right, good. We're getting a little pattern change here. That's good. Don't want it to be too obvious. Pop forward here a little bit.
Thank you so much. Charlie, come on, I'm Joe Biden.
Okay,
You're
what are we
going to
doing
stand
here?
there on
Okay.
that spot.
All right.
You're going to stand right here in the middle. And I'm going to stand here, and you're going to, once again, put your left hand in the Bible and raise your right hand. We're going to
He just pulled this girl next to him.
All right.
This is his wife.
Raise your right hand, Senator. Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against
Her
all
face.
enemies, foreign and domestic? That you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same?
Again, body language says
Take
so
this
much.
obligation. Looking forward to working with us. Congratulations. Thank you. Hey, handsome.
She knows her role.
I tell you what, you love putting a tie on, right? Yeah. Great to- Thanks, man. Hi, how are you? Sis, you come over with me.
Sis, you come over with me.
Hey, Stace, come on over
My
here.
mom and dad, Elaine and George.
Hey,
Brown.
Mom, how are you? Well, let Mom and Dad get in here. Okay?
I'm supposed to stand next to them.
You stand wherever you want, Mom. In my household, Moms rule. Okay?
Dad's
Come on,
not so
Dad.
much, right?
Well, no, Dads are okay.
Oh, good.
But they rank behind Moms in my house. As a dad.
Hey, that actually looks like a photo. For once. Unlike some of the others we've seen. What's he talking about there? Let's go
Out
back
this
one.
way. Out to your left.
To the left.
So what's going on here?
This is the
Jeez.
We're going to have you about that one, guys.
You have to remember, by the time we get to some of the later years, too, these people know his game, and so some of these girls are not even getting close to him on purpose. That's what it seems like. Let's continue on.
We're going to, and then we'll do the enemies, foreign and domestic. No, I'm serious.
This is our family.
Stay with you.
This is our daughter, Laura.
I want to see who reached out there for who. I don't know. And he reached out and grabbed her hand for some reason.
Stay with you.
This is our daughter, Laura.
Hey, Laura, how are you?
Our son, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew Coates. He's allowed to cry. Don't apologize. Come on, don't be silly. A lot of senators have cried in this room.
This time he's got the woman next to him again.
You all ready?
Let us continue on. Again, we're just looking for patterns here.
Yeah, the camera comes out and he starts crying. I like it.
Take the pacifier out.
Thank you.
Nice to meet
Thank you.
And by the way, the worst part is
Again, I know I always talk about the body language, but this girl did not want to be there. She didn't put herself there. He pulled her over. And now look at the lean.
And by the
Like,
way,
it's so
the worst
obvious.
part is when Jill and I got married, she was 8 years older than us. She was 20 when it happened. You know what I mean? So we had a fair problem.
He's talking about his wife being 20 or something.
What do you have those eyes? Mother, is he alive? Senator, thank you. You tell him the vice president said, I have to send you a thank you note. You owe
What?
him. You owe him big.
Hear that? He asked, where did you get those eyes? Your father or your mother?
Is he alive?
You need to send him a
Senator,
thank you from the vice
tell him
president.
vice president said, I have to send you a thank you note. You owe him. You owe him big. No, it's true. That part's true.
So you're
Hey,
sweet.
man, I look forward to working with you.
Likewise, yeah.
Hey, man.
How are you? Good to see you.
Welcome. Again, if Jeanette, you would hold the Bible, and we're gonna reenact the oath for the senator here. You ready? Yeah. Okay.
She's trying to stay over
Do
here, even though he's
solemnly
holding
swear
it.
that you will
It's
support and
great.
defend the Constitution of the United States against all
Who's that,
enemies,
Rubio?
foreign
Oh, yeah.
and domestic, that you will bear true faith about to enter. Hoping God. There you go. Thank you, man.
Why was he holding her there?
Reservation or purpose of evasion. And they
What is
will
the
well
point
and
of
faithfully
holding
discharge the duties
the
of the office
lady?
which you're about to enter. Hoping God. There you go. Thank you, man. Thank you. Tell you what. Worst part is.
Here we go again. She won't even look at him. Look at this. Look at the body language. Look at the
Who are these
leans.
beautiful children?
She's trying to get the hell away. Here, I don't want to look at him. I'm not even going to look at my husband.
I'm 39. You beat me. Look what happened.
Who are these beautiful children?
These are my daughters.
Uh-oh.
Say hello to the vice president.
Hey, baby girl, how are you? How old are you? 7 or 17 or?
Okay, the 7 and 17 joke is long old at this point.
This is Anthony. Say hello to the vice president.
Anthony says, I'm getting bored. Come on.
My mother-in-law and my mom.
Hey, how are you? Mom, you come over here and get in the middle. I want to stand next to you. You did something really right. Yeah, you did. You girls could raising this son.
Look, I'm going to say cheese.
That is Biden's arm, by the way.
Her
hand.
Congratulations. And girls.
Look at this.
No dates till you're 30 years old.
Look where his arm is. And a kiss on her head.
Great to see you. Look forward to working with you. Look forward to working with you.
Again, can you imagine the car rides on the way to this event? Now, everybody, Joe might caress you. He might kiss your head. He might grab your hair. He might grab your waist. You are to smile and say, "Thank you, sir. Nice to meet you, sir. What else can we do for you, sir, to make my dad more powerful and rich in D.C.?" That's what the conversations must go like. Oh, there we go again. This girl is... Hi.
Hey, Michael. How are you? Good to see you.
Doing good. Now I'm going to step over here. This is my husband, and watch him pull her back. I do not want to come near you, sir. Look at who's married here. These two are married. This guy has nothing to do with her. Jeez.
You're going to hold the Bible again, and you're going to put. We're going to, so you don't block you, so you can get in the picture here.
Now he's pulling her over.
Your right hand, son. You ready? Okay.
Again, who's married? Looks like these two are together. He just called her gorgeous.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Look at gorgeous.
Hey, Dad, how are you, man? How are you? Great to see you. Hi, see you. How are you?
Uh-oh. Alert. Alert. Alert.
Hi, Liz. Daughter, Marcella. Hi. Man, runs in this family.
Oh, boy. I mean, you can see that coming a mile away. You can see her back here like, uh-oh, this girl's in trouble.
Girlfriend, Liz. Hi, Liz. Daughter, Marcella.
Listen.
Man, runs in this family.
Man, runs in the family.
Hi, Teresa. How are you? How are you? Hi, Matt. How are you doing?
Ben Martinez.
Hey, Ben Martinez.
Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Susan.
Hi, Susan.
That's a lot of
Come on,
people.
Some of you got to get in this side.
Judy.
Hey, Judy. How are you? What's your name?
Mike.
Mike Curtis.
Mike. That's a different Mike.
You don't know who you're talking about.
This is my wife, Marissa. Hi, Marissa. How are you? As we Catholics say, no purgatory for you, straight to heaven.
Oh, it's another joke he keeps using. We've probably missed it a few times. No purgatory for you, straight to heaven. I guess that means you're good looking or something. I don't know.
What's your name? Hey, Jen. Hey, Brent. How are you? Hey, Preston. Good to see you.
That's about it.
Okay, hey, Mike, don't go too far, man.
Now he's going to get over here with this girl.
Squeeze in the front. Photographer up front there, up top.
This is his hand here. Who is married here? These two? No, these two. You wouldn't know because some creepy dude is a little bit handsy.
I know what you mean. What's going on here, man? I don't know. It must be the Republican. Are you from Dakota?
I'm an Air Force brat, so we moved all over the place.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the set as much as I did.
Thank you very
Appreciate it.
much.
It's an honor to meet you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Dad,
Same here.
It's a great day. Congratulations. It really is. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No days to your 30.
No dates till you're 30. Holding on to the girl, keeping her there.
Good to see you.
Thank you, thank you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Thank you, man. You got a great smile. Good to see you again.
You got a great smile. I mean, how could somebody get away with all that? I don't see it as being appropriate in the least. But again, this is for everyone else to decide. We're going to continue on.
And you're going to stand on the other side. You put your right hand in.
I was going to say, where's the hand on
But
Pat?
I know. I did it, and they made fun of me for saying, please put your right hand in the Bible. You got to put your left hand in the Bible here. I'll do anything. It's further.
Look at this. Again, watch this.
But I know. I did it.
You cannot talk this close to people. Somebody tell Joe that you can't lean into people. Like, look at him. She's like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be there. Maybe it's just social ineptness.
I'm going to miss Chris, but this is the people
Yeah. Look at this girl. She hates it. I hate having to deal with this. Yeah, pull your wife over. You better get the hell out of there. Creepy. So again,
We're missing one.
just watch the body language again of all these people.
How old are you?
Oh boy.
Who's this guy? Hey, Lieutenant.
No dates till you're 30. Told the girl again.
My dad said.
Let's see. How can he end up with this girl next to him in the photo? Let's see. That's my guess. I might be wrong.
You get over, stand next to me.
Oh, no. There we go. You get over, stand next to me. Pulls her over. He's going to grab her again. Completely turn towards her as if this photo is between them, leaving these people out.
They look like my wife, that's why they're.
Good for you.
Thank you.
You started to look at schools?
Yep.
Great.
David is a freshman.
I'm a freshman.
God love him.
Yes.
The vice president's son and I served as a
Excuse me.
My son was a freshman. He took care of him. Thank you.
Thank you.
I look forward to taking care of me now.
Oh, don't worry.
All right.
Wow.
Thank you.
If you'll go out this way, Senator.
A lot of little inner deals there going on. Let's go move on here now.
Hey, Pat. How are you? Good to see you.
Vice
Again,
President,
congratulations.
thank you very much.
We're going to have you stand right in the middle. Today we're going to reenact this beautiful family. Can you hold the Bible? And you raise your right hand, Pat, in the center and do it backwards. Everybody else sits right your right hand on the Bible. Okay? Ready?
Again, I don't think you need your hand on that girl, but
Thank you very much.
Patrick? Hi.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Hey, Mom, how are you? Dad, good to see you, man.
These are my parents.
How are you? Good to see you. Congratulations. Dad, you and Mom, you come on over in this side. You guys get right in here. And we'll split.
do not put your head towards babies like that. My goodness.
Come on over in this side.
Watch again. He puts his head right up against his baby's head. And the baby jerks the head back. Watch. And yep. Nope.
You handsome boy. Would turn around
So
here.
how many times would it take you as a normal person to realize that that's not acceptable behavior? I mean, for me, it would take one time. One time I'd be like leaning towards the baby. They'd pull away. I'd be like, oh, okay, obviously I don't do that to babies. It's like simple, but yet this person is
We'll get a good picture.
appearing to
Mom, I don't
be...
wanna block
Oh, now he's pulling on this girl's arm again. Do not put your face towards babies' faces.
Thank you.
Beautiful family.
Oh, here we go. Now touch her shoulder. Wait, what sense does that make? What does that have to do with his children being beautiful? What did he say?
I agree completely.
As my mother would say, no purgatory for you, dear, straight to heaven.
That's a terrible joke. No purgatory for you, straight to heaven. It's probably the worst joke I've ever heard. Yet all these people will fall over themselves laughing.
Great to see you.
Watch again.
Thank you.
Doesn't matter what he says.
I agree completely.
Look at
As my mother would say, no purgatory for you, dear, straight to heaven.
So funny. I mean, he could say anything. He could say, as my mother used to say, touch little girls inappropriately on their shoulders.
It's great to see you
Funny.
guys. We're very proud. We're very proud. Congratulations. All right.
All right. Just touched this little girl's face
Thanks again.
for no reason. It said, no dates to your 30.
Thank you.
The joke is annoying at this point.
Keep them on, Barbie. You hold the Bible. And you're going to raise your right hand. We're going to do this again.
Oh, is this guy holding him now? That's a little creepy.
Okay, I'm ready.
Do you solemnly swear that you will support...
I guess that's maybe required of working with Biden, that you have to be kissed all the time. You just better deal with it. Look at this. What? You don't get that close to people.
Well,
Creep hola. Now, it is okay, by the way, to touch your husband's face or to touch your wife's face. That is acceptable behavior.
okay, thanks. See you guys.
Did we miss anything there?
That's great.
Nope, let's go forward. We're getting close to the end of this video here. It might be at the end.
Yeah.
Just photos. These might be just photos. Let me see if there's anything else here. Like I said, I've seen sometimes they take like little breaks in here.
9 years old, I got elected to Senate.
I'm Duncan, and my oldest son, William.
Hey, William, how are you?
And my wife, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly, how are you? I got a Henry Clay story to tell you. Everything that I do is certain.
This girl did the smartest thing possible. Be the furthest one away from him. It's probably safest.
This family knows Dad alone doesn't get elected.
Right.
That's a fact.
Boys did a lot.
Well, come on. Here's what we're going to do. Mom, you stand right in the middle. And you stand there, man. And you guys can stand either side of us here. Why don't you stand here? Same. If you take this obligation,
That's Rand Paul. I didn't recognize him.
this is the real deal. No, I admire you.
Thanks.
I really do.
Thanks.
I admire you. I never get along with any interest groups in the United States Senate. The only one I really respect.
You can actually see her head moving away to the left. It's hilarious.
Because they never vary. They have principles. So they defend Nazis marching in Scotians. You know, I admire you.
Thank you.
I mean,
appreciate
you
that.
mean what you say.
Thank you.
And I admire you.
Appreciate it.
So, look, is that...
Go ahead, this way.
Hey, Sharon, how are you? Great to see you. Hey, Mike, again, congratulations, buddy. Congratulations.
Aline. Aline. Who stands like that? That is hilarious. I've never seen somebody. It's like the old V8 commercials. Remember those commercials where, did you get your V8 today? And people be walking down the street sideways. That's how everybody stand. Look at this girl's stance. Bend this way.
Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United
Oh,
States
boy.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic?
You can almost see him pulling her. Look at her. Just don't look at him. Don't look at him. Oh, God.
Without mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which you're about to enter, so help you God.
I do.
Congratulations again. Hey, guys, come on up. Who are these good-looking guys?
Hey, good-looking guys. That's good. At least he said that. Still creepy. Guys, girls, children. You don't need to be saying it constantly to everyone. It gets kind of old.
Look like his sister, Mom. Come on.
Oh, come on over.
Over here. Two of you come on this side, okay? All right. Congratulations. You must be really proud.
Okay, nice picture. Again, terrible picture. Where you got only about 10 more minutes left in this video.
Where is she? She coming in?
She's at the reception.
You tell the vice president that I have to thank you. You owe her. You owe her. Thank you. No. Thank you, honey. How old are you? Just remember, no dates.
Oh boy, no dates to your 30. No dates to your 30.
You know, my dad used to say to us, we were three brothers and one sister. You only have one obligation, to keep the guys away from your sister. That's the only
Again, he tells the story about keep the guys away from your sister. Later, we'll hear it change.
Tomorrow, 16?
It is.
Oh, boy, man, you guys are getting old. The service now.
Are we done yet?
Anything you want.
Nice to meet you.
How are you, beautiful child? Stand right there, Senator. 16? Oh, 6.
How old are you? 16? 6? Terrible joke again.
All right.
If you want to chalk it up to social ineptness, that's fine. But how did nobody talk to him in the entire 8 years that he was vice president? Again, we're only going to be looking at a couple of these ceremonies. There were many more.
And
Hey guys,
come on, you guys stand next to me.
All right.
Make me look good. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, you ready? So just what you get into. All right. Would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic?
He is petting her hair.
True faith and allegiance to the same, and that you take this obligation freely.
Look at
Do you
this.
solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and
Yeah,
domestic?
this guy don't care.
That you will
Pet my
bear
daughter's
true
hair.
faith and allegiance to the same, and that you take this obligation
I won't look. I'll
freely
look at my wife.
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which you're about to enter, so help you God.
I do.
Congratulations. It's no surprise to me why you won. Hey, are you bored yet?
Wow.
You say no, hi.
Isn't it kind of boring? She said, this is boring stuff, Mom. Do you have any
What
other
do you think
family?
about all those cameras?
Oh, yeah, we have like
They're all
30
done, yeah.
family members with us, so, yeah,
Is your reception
Again,
well?
it's okay for the dad to brush the girl's hair.
had our reception.
You
A
had
lot
our-
of people from New Hampshire, so it was great.
It is not okay for Uncle Joe to brush the girl's hair while giving the oath. Oh,
Alright.
continue doing
All
it.
right, guys.
No dates or boys till you're 30 years old.
I like that. That's exactly right.
Oh, is that what you like that? I don't think we need to be telling 7-year-olds no dates or guys to your 30s.
Wrap it up, Jacob.
Oh
I got
boy.
4 granddaughters, beautiful granddaughters like you guys, and guess what? The granddaughters. are better
Okay,
than
just
daughters.
kissed her on the forehead, grabbing her cheeks.
12.
Look at this. That is not okay, folks.
And you're going to say, Dad, drop me at the corner. Dad, don't do it. Dad, don't kiss me. But your granddaughters always love your parents.
Yeah.
I got my 17-year-old granddaughter, who's beautiful, beautiful girl. And so we were at a Christmas shop, and we're walking through the mall. She said, Papa, can we hold hands?
Holy smokes. Did anybody hear that? Are you kidding me? I don't know if I heard that correctly. Here's what I think he said. That he has a bunch of daughters and some granddaughters, and he said, my daughters always used to tell me, Dad, don't kiss me in public. Dad, don't touch me in public. He then said something about his granddaughters were better because they liked his affection or whatever. Then he says, I have a 17-year-old daughter who's a 17-year-old granddaughter. He said, who's absolutely beautiful. And the other day we were at the mall shopping for Christmas, and she asked me to hold my hand. Listen again. I didn't just make that up.
I got my 17-year-old granddaughter.
Let's go a little bit further so you can hear the whole story.
Dad, drop me at the corner.
Okay, here we go.
Dad, don't do it. Dad, don't kiss me.
A little further back.
And you're going to walk in the next room, and Dad will give you a snake in the bed. And you're going to say, Dad, drop me at the corner. Dad, don't do it. Dad, don't kiss me. But your granddaughters always love your parents. I got my 17-year-old granddaughter, who's beautiful, beautiful girl. And so we were at a Christmas shop, and we're walking through the mall. She said, Papa, can we hold hands? Can you imagine saying that to your father?
I'm calling bullshit. Calling bullshit. I don't think your 17-year-old granddaughter said, hey, Pops, can we hold hands while you shopped in the mall? Nice story. I will not believe it.
No matter how much you love it.
You're right.
Stop touching this little girl.
You want to do one more family shot?
Oh,
Sure.
okay, good.
Let me get one more family shot.
Family shot.
Poor thing.
We're so tired of family shots, Mom.
Take a look at the camera and smile, Jakey.
All right?
It's just not good
I ran
behavior.
the second time. First
It's not
time I
okay.
came to this age, I ran the second time. And I said, guys, look, at the family meeting. I said, anything this
What
time
is going on? This guy doesn't even care.
And my oldest is the Attorney General, Bo, who you know.
Hang in there, buddy.
Bo said, Dad,
Hang in there, buddy.
introduce me, don't make me stand
This
up.
is an important person. You have to let him do whatever he wants to do for the next 5 minutes. Hang in there. Didn't we talk about this in the car on the way here? I told you he's going to pet your hair. He's going to touch your shoulders. He's going to say inappropriate things to you. And you are to stand there and smile. It's a big day for Dad.
Care anymore. And my second one said, Dad, I don't want to do any more parades.
There you go. That's a
lot
good
of
one.
those. That's true.
All right, see you guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I look forward to working with you.
Likewise. Appreciate it.
Last chance to get sworn in. Anybody here?
Creep-ola. All right, so that was all January 5th, 2011. Let's see if this one fixed itself. We've got about, 15 minutes left in this one or so. But it doesn't look like it's working.
Congratulations.
This is not working at all.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
My mother would say left hand closest to the heart.
There's that joke again. My mother says left hand closest to the heart.
Good to see you.
Creep.
Nice to see you.
Hola.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to meet you. Cindy, we're going to have you stand in the middle, and you get in the other side, and we're going to left hand in the Bible, and
right hand straight up.
You got it.
And then fix the cards and ready to go.
Ready? All right. Take this album. Great. We got a photographer up there. We're going to take a look.
We do this one as well?
Yeah.
Hi,
Mom. How are you? Congratulations. Congratulations. I bring back memories of my mom with my first swearing in. Mom, you come over, stand next to me. Okay.
These girls like went dead left. I'm out of here. Sorry, we're not
Okay,
going to
now look
continue
up,
watching.
guys.
This
We got
one's
one more
not
up
working
there.
too well.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Is that it?
Look forward to working. Nice to meet you, Angel. Nice to see you. Okay.
Stop calling them Angel. Please, it's creepy. Let's go to another one because this one's not working. Like I said, we watched this one. We are now going to go to January 3rd, 2013. Years have passed. You'd think somebody would have told him, hey, your behavior is borderline inappropriate. In several cases, you're making people feel uncomfortable. Women are constantly leaning away from you. Let's see if we see the same activity.
Re-elected senators. This event.
That you will bear true to the office I
Hey, he's not touching her at least.
help you guys.
God love you.
Okay, let me give.
Yeah, let's see here.
He's right here. Raise your right. You solemnly swear that you will support and defend.
Good, so maybe they told him to move away from people this time. Definitely seeing patterns.
Oh yeah, bring the family in.
See about this one?
What's your name? Kevin, you're good. Hi, man. Nice to see you. How are you? Yes. How are you? Should I remember? Hi, Sydney. How are you? Come with a good-looking bunch. How are you, man? Good to see you. How are you? Nice to see you. Well, come on.
Let's have you gather around. Come on up towards the podium. On both sides. Stay over on that side.
Okay. Did you see that there? That's all the people walk by till the girl walks by and says, oops, sorry, I shouldn't do it that way. Okay, come here. Get over here by me. This is creepy behavior. Again, and for anyone who says, oh, that's how all of the vice presidents, that's how they all act. We watched Mike Pence.
Your most important job. That's what I keep telling my grandkids. How old are you? You're getting old. How old are you? 15.
Getting old?
Remember, no serious guys in your 30s. Okay? 30. That's great to see you.
Oh, boy.
Great to see you guys. Nice to see you.
It's 2 years later, he's still using the no guys to your 30 line. There's other things that you can talk to children about. I've never said anything ridiculous like that in my life to somebody, let alone every single time. See, did he say something back there?
Hello, I'm Catherine.
How are you?
Granddaughter, Eileen.
You are beautiful.
Eileen, you are beautiful, holy mackerel.
Daughter, hello, I'm Catherine.
How old is she?
How are you?
Granddaughter, Eileen.
You are beautiful.
Holy mackerel, you are beautiful. Definitely a pattern. Definitely a pattern. Oh, look at it. That's gross.
Excuse me. Nice to see you. Maria Gonzalez. Maria, how are you?
Look at the people pulling away. It's so funny.
We'll be done soon.
And again, for those just joining me, we are just watching Joe Biden at Senate and Congress swearing-in ceremonies. Many people have seen the videos called Creepy Uncle Joe. They're on YouTube and other places on the interwebs. And usually they're just a collection of, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the questionable interactions. But I think sometimes we want to, before we pass judgment, take a look in more detail. And so I'm going through, I picked out 4 C-SPAN videos spanning quite a few years just to watch Joe Biden at Senate and Congress swearing-in ceremonies to see if we could see any questionable behavior. So far, I'd say that there's definitely patterns. Definitely patterns. The same old jokes, the same lines, the same touching, grabbing, really making people feel uncomfortable. So when you hear in the news that 4 women now, and it could be more by today, have accused Joe Biden of inappropriate behavior, I don't think you can be shocked or even doubt the stories. Let's continue.
Hey, Bob, how are you? It's great to see you. Here we go. Okay. That old joke. We need to be over some on this side, Bob. Come on.
Maria.
This girl wanted nothing to do with him. Watch this girl's face when he gets close to her. She's like, please don't come near me. Please, God, don't come towards me. Oh, boy, here he comes. Oh, you want me here? All right. I guess I was told on the car ride here that no matter what Joe Biden does, I better deal with it.
Now, can we get everybody? All right, everybody look right up here at me.
This girl is leaning this way because he's pulling her.
This way.
Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you.
Here, should we come out of here? Yep. Gladly. Thank you. Be happy to get out of here as soon as possible. Thanks.
I'm out in the real world.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Kendra, nice to meet you.
What the hell? That is now, folks, we're past pattern at this point. At this point, again, I want to leave it open to people to make their own decisions and make up their own mind and come to their own conclusions. But if you are somebody out there who says, no, I still find this all very acceptable behavior, I have to disagree with you. But again, you can definitely make up your own mind. Let's listen again to this little thing he says to her. It's crazy.
I'm out in the real world.
Thank you. Kendra, nice to meet you.
If I saw some old man looking at my daughter like that, I'd knock him out. Just one more time, just so you can look at the look in his eye. You're telling me you can't tell what it looked like? Look at this.
I'm out in the real world.
Thank you. Kendra, nice to meet you.
Jeez. Luckily, this guy walked in so we couldn't even see what he said. Boy, it's creepy. Let's continue on.
Good to see you, Ben. Hey, man, good to see you, man.
Cranky with the lack of sleep.
Hard on your dad, my lord. You kidding me? Come on. All right. You ready? Is it the same? About your age, you got one job. Pay your money.
What did he say again there?
My dad used to always tell me, come over and think about your age, you got one job.
So he said, my dad used to tell me that we only have one job, take care of your mother, which is a complete and total lie. Why are you telling people the story earlier was my dad used to tell me to take care of your sister? Now it's your mother. I think we'll actually hear him say grandmother soon. What a freaking liar.
Congratulations.
Joke. What did he say now?
Senate's lucky to have you back, Connie. Congratulations, pal.
Oh boy. He's told her you're getting younger.
We're going to become more thinking about your age. You got one job. Pay your money. That's right. All right.
Again, it doesn't matter what he says there. Those people would all laugh like crazy. Could say, you have one job. Hit on your mother. I'm going to hit on your mom. And everybody would laugh like crazy. Just please let our family have power. Please. Let us get payouts.
Yes, that's a nice.
Oops, what happened?
Hey, how are you? Went to school together.
Yes, that's a nice to see you again.
How are you?
This is the Vice President of the United States.
Abby, how old are you? Oh, you're getting old. And how are you, 17?
That joke is ridiculous. Am I the only one that has a problem with the joke of asking a young girl How old are you? 17? Am I the only one? Maybe for me, I'm just being weird. I mean, in California, the age of consent is 18. So I don't know why I find it weird that he keeps saying that. I just find everything that he's saying inappropriate. Period. I don't know what else to say. There's so many other things you can be talking about with these people. Besides, your family has good blood. Who'd you get your eyes from? You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. Holy moly.
Hey, Griffin, great to
Good
see
gracious.
you guys. Well, come on, let's get a picture. You stand right in front here.
There we go again with the hands on a girl.
That's right, you get it right here.
Yeah, right next to the vice president.
Right, everybody look right up here, me. Right, just like that.
Thank you very much.
Uh-oh.
Good to see you. Thank you so
I have
much.
absolutely no idea what he said there, but I will guarantee it was inappropriate. Absolutely. But again, make up your own minds, as with all things, ladies and gentlemen. You can believe what you're taught, you can believe what you're told, you can shake your head at evidence when it's laid in front of you, or you can observe and make up a decision. Oh boy. And that's the other thing, is it's not just children. It's women in general. And even boys. It's just inappropriate. Again, I don't know the relationship between these two people, but certainly seems very handsy. Very handsy.
I remember too, so that's why I want another one. Mom, we're going to have you stay in the middle here, give you the Bible, and your brilliant daughter will raise her right hand, please. Obligation, good for us, good for the country.
Oh boy.
They say something.
And the worst part about it is if these people don't want a kiss on their cheek, they can't do anything about it. It's the vice president. And you just got sworn in to the Senate.
Okay. Mom, take care of her, will you? All right. Is Alicia going to hold?
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Hey, how are you?
Poor girl. Look at her face.
Yeah, I did, Alicia. How are you?
Let's listen again. What did he say?
Oh, hey,
You can see a problem right from the beginning. Watch his eyes. Look at. Oh, I didn't even see the looking up and down. Let's watch that again. You gotta be kidding me. It's gone beyond patterns now.
Oh, hey, Bob.
Watch the look up and down. Up, down. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Alicia going to hold Bible?
Oh, you. So perfect. Holy mackerel.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you, Ron. Yeah, I did, Alicia. How are you? Welcome back. Or welcome here. Bob, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic? That you bear true faith and allegiance to God?
I do.
Great looking forward to working again, Bob.
Here we go. Do not lean
Nice to see you, man.
into people's heads
Thank
like
you.
that.
Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. It's great to see you again. How's that baseball team doing? I remember, man. You guys got a doubleheader, your daughter. That's right. And you're safe to see you. Come back.
Wait, what did he say? You've got a double header, your daughter and wife as well? What?
You guys got a doubleheader, your daughter. That's right.
Wow.
Safe to see you. Come back.
I don't know. Pretty obvious deplorable behavior, but again, make up your own minds.
You guys are beautiful. I bet you're smarter than you're pretty, too.
Bet you're as smart as you are pretty.
How old are you, 15? No.
How old are you? 15? Not a good joke.
Okay.
This is how we're going to get more women in the Senate.
Well, I'll
okay,
tell
wait.
you what.
Come on. Where's
I mean, if and I don't have a daughter, but if I did have a daughter, and they were 8, 9, 7, and some old man said, "How old are you? 15?" I said, "What are you talking about? Doesn't even look 15. Why would you ask that? What are you, 17? No, old man, they're not."
Oh, this photo?
I don't know if it's supposed to be a compliment or something. It's ridiculous.
Do you speak freely without any mental reservation or
Uh-oh.
You guys too. And you got.
Okay, and this is my niece.
Hi, what's your name? Hey, Carrie.
I can.
You got a smile that lights up the room. How you doing, man? Good to see
Yeah,
you.
she's nervous. I wonder why.
How are you?
Here, some people
Good to see
stand
what
over
you
here.
need. Hey, Colleen, how are you? Hey, man, good to see you. How you doing? What you need? Andy, good to see you guys. I'm going to slide behind these bright women here. All right.
We're moving a little bit closer.
He's going to slide behind those bright women there.
Is it two? Do we need to get some people in front?
Slide behind these bright women here. All right.
We're moving a little bit closer.
Okay, here we go.
Is it two? Do we need to get some?
Wow, I really think that I don't want to make accusations. I thought that he's the one that made her shirt go down, but I can't tell him. It's worth looking at. Certainly interesting. What?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Nice to see you guys.
See you over that way.
Good seeing you, pal.
Get out of there quick.
Thanking me. Thank you for being here. Hey, Ben, we're going to have you stand right there. That you bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that...
Jeez, these people want nothing to do with them.
You're the best. You're the best. Thank you so much.
Okay, we don't need to hold hands.
The family's coming.
Oh, they're
Let
coming,
me tell
all
you,
right.
they believe they think
Hi.
so
My
too.
granddaughter. How old are you?
Oh, boy.
This is Nick.
What did he say?
Oh, they're
Let
coming,
me tell
all
you,
right.
they believe they think
Hi.
so
My
too.
granddaughter. How old are you?
I don't know what he's saying. I don't want to know. It's certainly inappropriate.
No, these are my dogs.
Okay, I just to know the relationship. This is the granddaughter. Hey, honey, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, what a beautiful smile.
Beautiful smile.
What's your name? Hey, Jan. Oh, hey, man. Hey, Zach, how are you, buddy? Welcome. Hey, man, good to see you. No, Mom, you get out here and you come next to me.
You come next to me, pretty girl. You see that? Again.
Hey, man, good to see you.
So hoping people understand why we went through this piece by piece. It's much more revealing than the couple of clips that I've seen before.
Good to see you. Hey, John.
It's our son-in-law.
All right, man.
Look at, this is Biden's hand, by the way.
Thing, man. My house elevates your life.
Take a couple.
Thank you. I have five children, and I refer to my son as I like what I say.
Can I sit this way, please?
We're going to go right through that way. You're going to be on the left.
That's how
Will you get away from her? There's no reason to lean in and whisper into girls' ears.
Hey, Bernie.
Joe, how are you?
Well, it's good to see you. Birthday girl. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. It is a good day. Will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That you bear true faith and allegiance to God. I do. Glad you're back. Happy to meet you. Probably so happy we're out. You probably thought I was gonna rent a house there. It's against all enemies of the office. I've been around here so long. When we went in Ohio like this.
I mean, look at the body language. This girl wants nothing. Look at it. She wants nothing to do with him. Look where she's linked. Up. 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 If anybody thinks she's enjoying that conversation, wow. You cannot read people in the least.
Charlie, good
Look
to
at
see
that.
you. How are you?
Ann Swenson.
Hey, Ann, how are
Poor
you?
women, man.
Charlie, you're on this side.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
Hi.
Hi. Liz, your smile lights up the room.
Uh-oh. Smile lights up the room.
Let's have a couple of you on the other side.
Now, are you with that woman there? All right. Where's the Secret Service?
Are you with that woman
Bob,
there?
how are you?
My wife, Catherine, my daughter. We're going to have you guys on both sides.
Marcia, come on, Marcia. Get ready to buy
Oh,
me.
come on over here. I want to be able to hug you.
Position of honor, Marcia Grace.
I don't know about that, Marcia.
Wow. Her mom just said, position of honor, Marcia Grace. Cherish it.
Okay.
You get to stand next to creepy Uncle Joe.
I don't know about that, Marcia.
Cherish it. Aren't you lucky that he gets to grab your waist
There we go. Perfect. Right up here.
and speak to you inappropriately? This is awesome. What an honor.
You know, like about this
Thank
guy
you.
we just swore in.
Thank you for taking it.
He's one of the few really stand-up guys. No, it's a natural fact.
It's an actual fact. Can you please sign my Bible? Can you please sign my Bible? What a joke. Do not have people sign your Bible, ladies and gentlemen. if you're listening at home, do not have people sign your Bible. It's ridiculous. It's blasphemy, if anything. Here, sign my Bible. Joe Biden. I'd love for you to sign my Bible after you grow up my daughter. It'd be great.
I remember you.
Made it.
Important to defend the Constitution, and that you will well and faithfully praise. Thank you so much.
It's so funny. Everybody moves away from
Our
him.
7 children. This
Uh-oh.
is my daughter Maddie. My
This is
daughter
trouble.
Lily. This is
Holy
Joseph's
mackerel.
daughter Ellen. Joseph's son Ben.
Hey, Ben, how are you?
Joseph's son Michael.
Hey, Michael, how are you?
And Joseph's son Carl.
Hey, Carl, how are you? Great to see you. Did you
Okay.
have a really big fence around the house?
There's the big fence joke again.
Yeah. We have a lot of kids.
Okay, here we go.
You're gonna make sure you grab her around the waist, next to her. I don't know if that's a relation. I wasn't listening.
You got one tough lady.
So can you have a pen so you can sign my Bible?
Sure.
Another one. Can you sign my Bible? That is hilarious. Sign my Bible.
I'm going to have you step right. We have you on this spot, and you're on the other side, right there. And put your left hand in the Bible, raise your right hand, look in the Constitution, the purpose of evasion. Congratulations. Great to see you. Congratulations. It's good to see you.
So at this pace, we're. Uh-oh. Here we go.
I think so. I think that would be good.
No, I'm serious.
No, she's doing very well. So.
Okay. I know you are.
And this is my dad.
Oh, hey, Dad, how are you?
Hey, Grandpa. Your son doesn't care if I speak inappropriately to your daughter. I don't think that you will mind.
I'm Susan.
Hi, Susan. How are you? Great to see you, Susan.
Wonderful. You know, last time we...
Great, everybody look right up, please.
Okay.
We're going to have you go over that way.
Yeah.
Great to see you.
Nothing in house.
Thank you, man. Are you still sticking with me? You know what Catholics say? You know what Catholics say? No purgatory for you. Straight to hell.
That is creepy as all get out.
You know what Catholics say? You know
Did he? Let me see what he says here.
Hey, Bob, good to see you. Elizabeth, my wife, are you still sticking with me?
He said, "Are you still sticking with him?" Talking about to his wife. He says, "Are you still sticking with him?" And then pulls her in. Look at her pull away. Look at her. She has to look at her husband. She can't dare look at him. Look, get away from him. I gotta get away. My head's tilted. This guy should be saying, "I'm gonna sock you in the face."
Elizabeth, you stand right here. You're going to hold the Bible. If you put your left hand on it and raise your right hand, it'll be good, okay? And they're going to want to get a picture more of you there, okay? Take this up. Congratulations. Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
No, I know this will be good.
Oh boy.
Exit this way, please.
Yep.
Spent a lot of time in the sass.
Look at her. He's like hitting on her. Watch. It's like, "You're beautiful. You really are." And she's like, And he's like, "No, I mean it. No, I mean it.
Thank you.
I'm being inappropriate as possible here."
Exit this way, please.
Spent a lot of time in the sass.
She's ready to run. Honestly, though, can you imagine the car rides? The car rides that must take place on the way to these events with men having to tell their wives, now, it's going to be really rude and over the top and definitely inappropriate, and you better deal with it. My life and my job depends on it.
Bobby, how are you? Good to see you.
Don't get close. Don't get too close.
But a slip of the tongue. Born in the domestic office.
Mom, here we have a bunch of people. My daughter.
Hey, Emma, how are you?
Son Peter, we got pictures with him
Peter,
before.
how are you?
I'm Hadley.
Hey, Hadley, how are you? You got a smile that lights up the whole
Smile that lights up the whole room.
Hey, what's
How are you? I'm Joe Biden. Well, I
She liked Cheney better, she told me.
Wow.
Cheney, I know that. It's Cheney, and by the way, there's a baseball field in Seattle called Cheney Park. Yeah, so that's how I've been there.
That was classic. This old lady just pulled a so.
It's Cheney, and by the way, there's a baseball field in Seattle called Cheney Park.
So.
Yeah, so that's how I've been there.
So.
Becky, how are you?
Oh, I've actually seen this one before. I think this is pretty good proof that it's not just young girls
Hello.
that he gets a little bit touchy with and inappropriate.
First good to see you.
Oh, maybe it's a different one.
Kathy. Kathy,
Now, how do you want us to split?
She said, I'm 90 years old, so take care where you're walking. Oh, boy. Did she just call him a dog?
And there's no in my house, there's not a single woman older than any man. It's a rule.
She always says, Joey.
That's right. That's right. Come on, Mom. Take a chance, ruin your reputation here.
Not funny.
This could hurt your back to the Cowboys.
Yeah, want to step back about 6 inches?
Kathy, we can't see you back there.
I don't know where. I can't find my window.
This way just a little bit.
What?
Perfect.
I can't see over there. It's fine.
You're good. Right up here. You're telling them that. Perfect.
Would you take a picture of this quickly? Now I got evidence, guys.
Now we got evidence, guys. Now we got evidence.
I'll tell you what, 20 years from now when I show my kids this picture, you have to come and sign it. I'd love it. As they say in Southern Delaware, you've done good with this.
What the hell? Jeez.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't know about you guys, but can you imagine any woman possibly saying that he's made them feel uncomfortable?
Good to see you, man. Thank you.
I'm surprised every woman that he's come in contact with has not claimed that he's made them feel uncomfortable. I haven't seen but maybe 6 women the entire time that would say, nah, I felt fine.
I told her before.
And Molly, who used to work for you.
Okay, Sandy, here. This is my little card here. Senator, do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States? Well, in fact,
Can we bring the boys in, the kids in?
I want you next to me. I want you next to me.
Wow.
How are you guys?
Right from the start. I want you next to me. I want you next to me.
Thank you.
Can we bring the boys in, the kids in?
I want you next to me. I want you next to me. How are you guys? Good to see you. Come on, let's do this.
All right, at this point, it's probably going to take forever to get through. We're only through, really, 2, maybe 2.5 of the 4. Uh-oh. And again, if people are saying, well, this girl clearly enjoys it. Look at, she enjoys the attention. No. Remember the car ride on the way here. And it doesn't matter what that man does to you or says to you. I am now a senator. And you cannot say a word. Don't you dare act anyway other than gracious. So, what we will do a little bit is I will skip forward a little faster, trying to get to some scenes that present themselves as opportunities for Joe to act a little off the cuff here.
This is the Vice President.
You ready? Domestic?
Camera for you.
All right, okay.
So we're going to pump through some of these here.
No silos, huh? Hey, man. You look like you still play, man.
Yeah, exactly.
The same, you take this up. tell
move through a little faster here.
We're going to stand you right in the middle on that T. Right? Okay.
And again, all these links will be in the description because we could be missing some interesting stuff here. I'm going to try and thumb through a little faster. In my mind, at least, this was going to go quite a bit quicker. Oh, I do have this one up too. I forgot about this one. Oh, yeah. Just something interesting I saw earlier when I was gathering these.
C-SPAN.
Again, C-SPAN here. This is from January 16th, 2013. I believe it has something to do with
his plan for
anti-gun violence or something. But I just thought it was interesting here towards the end. And again, could be nothing. Could very well be nothing. But you have Obama here. Hey, there you go. High fives to children. High five. High five. Seems pretty normal. Oh. Biden just, for some reason, reached in and grabbed that girl's face. Did she look happy about that? Yeah. Let's come over and let's reach over and grab... Oh, she doesn't want anything to do with that. Look at that face. Poor girl. I can't imagine any girl feeling possibly wronged by Joe Biden. I mean, I can't see anything inappropriate. And then here at the end, now watch this. So Obama's going to give each of these children a little hug. Seems pretty innocent. Some handshakes. Okay, bye guys, I'm leaving. Now watch Biden here. Biden goes right back for this girl, man. He didn't wait a second. He's like, nope, I'm going right back. Watch this again. And then it's even funnier. Watch, it's just observations. Watch, okay guys, we gotta leave. Now watch Biden. Boom, bingo, right on that girl. Now watch Obama. What do you think he's looking at here? What does he think he's looking at? Thinking, okay, goodbye. And what is he thinking about here? All right, we gotta wait for Biden to stop touching children. There he goes. And look at this girl. She's like, did you see that? And she asked this girl if she's okay. Watch. You all right? Yep. Anyway, let's go back to where we were. We finished that one. This is the one that we couldn't get to play. We'll try it again, see if it's any better. Looking for patterns.
We both have something in common. We're both married up.
Oh, there he goes again. We married up. This one still does not want to work. For whatever reason.
United States against all enemies, foreign faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which you're about to enter. So help you God. I do. Congratulations.
And there we go. Inappropriate as it gets. Again, this one here, we only got 15 minutes left in it, but it doesn't look like we're going to get through this one because it is, yeah, this one is just broken for some reason.
It's great to see. You must be very, very proud.
Maybe we can pump through it kind of faster and see, but again, when we get to the places we're not playing. There we go again, grabbing this girl's arm. Something you certainly will never see me do if I'm ever taking a photo.
Your microphone's in the way, Jack.
Stand like that. Holding a girl's arm back.
Okay.
Again, we were looking for patterns, and I don't know how anybody could say at this point that there's not a clear and present issue, danger. And this one here is just not working. Okay, we're going to pause that one. This one here we did not finish, I don't think. And I also talked to everybody. We watched Pence again. Let's watch Pence one more time just to see the difference here. Is he holding this lady's arm, pulling him towards her now? Let's see here.
Yes.
Arms by his side. Let's see. Hi, Mike Pence. Nice to meet you. Not lovely eyes. Oh, did you have fences built around your house? How can I be as inappropriate as possible with you?
Come on.
Very nice. Everyone looking up for two?
Hands by his side. Not touching children. So this is the difference that we're talking about. Let's see. Oh, you can tell when a couple is married versus when we're watching the Biden ones. It's hard to see. Oh, it's Romney.
Before you guys, gentlemen.
Thank you, everyone.
Again, in the pictures, Pence stands there. I'm sure they told him, don't ever do what Biden did.
This was
Recovered from the USS Arizona. On loan from the USS Memorial they have there.
how special.
Really special for our state.
See what inappropriate thing he can say to them. I'm guessing none.
Well and faithfully. Wow. How special. And we'll take a quick picture of the three of us.
Wow. You mean you're not going to grip her waist? Or put your forehead towards hers?
All right, then bring in the rest of my family.
Interesting.
I'm Mom. Mom, come right in here.
He didn't go to the Joe Biden school of how to deal with families, I guess. All right, so that was the Obama one. We watched that. We're going to be done watching Pence. I think we can all agree that, hey, there's a hug.
I've been dying to meet you. Wow. How proud are you? How proud are you today?
Just had a birthday.
But I don't hear anything inappropriate.
That's right. Remember?
So yeah, we'll stop watching that one. And let's see what else we have left here. So this one we haven't watched at all yet. And this one was the one that was broken. And this one we're going to continue, and we'll move a little faster through it. You don't shake people's hands while hugging their wife. But I guess maybe you do.
Defend the Constitution of the United States against all any charges and duties.
Uh-oh.
Guys, other than my mother, this is the finest lady I've ever known.
That's a little creepy.
It's a good thing there's a good thing to smile about. Hey, hi, honey, how are you? Good to see you.
Caroline?
Oh, boy.
I told you before, the only reason...
You can actually see it coming now. It's getting kind of freaky. Speaking of patterns.
Great to see you, honey.
Good to see you, baby.
Okay, let me slide in the middle right here. Wait, no, come on.
Okay.
Come on, you get right over here.
Look at the hand.
You can put it away if you want. Here, I'll take it. Over here. Right there. All right.
Anybody noticing a pattern at all?
I'm going to make it out of Greenwich. It wasn't going to be me. I'm going to see you a little bit. I hope I can try to sneak over and see you guys. Beautiful. Scamming girls. By the way, I got to show you a... All right, so you're in luck. We're not related. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I love it.
Oh boy, I thought he was going in for a kiss.
I don't know.
Now, honey, remember that Joe really likes you, so make sure you play it up.
Yeah, I remember what you said to my mom. It was wonderful. My mom loved it.
Híjole. Little strange. So they're at the break here. We'll fast forward through some of this. Get back to the meetings.
All right. Solemnly swear to purpose. I am God. How are you? My son Joe. Hey Jojo, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing great. Hey Mike, how are you? You married up, son? My brother Jack. Hey Jack, how are you?
There it is again with the married up.
My brother.
Hi, Laurie Donnelly. Nice to meet you.
Donnelly, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Hi.
Judy Truman.
Hey Judy. This is my
Joan.
mom, Joan. How are you?
I'm grand.
You know, every time anybody meets my sister, they turn and say, "What's it like having Joe as a brother?" You know what her comment is? For real. It's been very difficult raising an older brother.
Hey, you told an original joke?
I'm
shocked.
Sure. I could, okay? Come on, sis, get in here.
Yeah, we're going to be flying through these a little bit faster here. Uh-oh. Saw that problem right from the start.
I do. How are you? Goodness, what a smile. God love you.
What a smile. God love you.
Put your left hand in the Bible, right in the right hand. This time for real.
That's right. That's right.
Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you bear true faith and allegiance to help you God? Congratulations. Congratulations.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again. Can I get the hell out of here? Please. Sign my Bible. He's holding that girl's hand.
Would have never guessed the eyes. Would have never guessed. How are you?
Jeez.
Hey, Cameron, how you doing?
Good to see you after all these years.
You got $1 million smile. There's a lot to smile about today.
You betcha.
God love you. You're so proud.
You told us we'd be proud. You finally are.
Well, I got to tell you, I have 3 brothers. When my mom was around, they said, "Oh, your son's quite good." She said, "Well, I have 3 sons. Now, do you know Jimmy? Jimmy the kid." I mean, oh, we haven't had the picture
No, we
yet?
haven't done the photo yet.
Okay, here we go. Come on, slide in.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Mom.
Again, who's married here?
Close.
Did you see this wife have to pull her husband over? Because he's going to pull her in tight. And then watch her hand down here. Watch her hand. Say, come here. Who's married here? These people are married. But not in Biden's world.
Thank you for your time. Thank you. There might be some in the water out there. I don't know.
We're going to exit this way, please.
Again. Great to see you. What's your first name? Sharon. Hey, Sharon.
Are you okay with
this? Nice to meet you, pal. Remember, nobody's serious to your 30.
Nobody's serious till you're 30. We've heard that joke before.
Well, I'll do it. This is my son to go to meeting soon. You know what I mean? That you got. You, man, great to see you.
My son.
Oh, we know one another.
Yeah. This is my mom, Kat.
Pop these a little faster here.
I hope she does. No. How many times have we run each other? I mean, Delaware mom, you've done good with his wife. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna still need her. Hey, man.
Don't know what was said there, but.
Hey, handsome. How you doing? Good to see you. How old are you? 14?
Terrible
I
joke.
knew there was a 4 there. Something.
Terrible joke again.
All enemies, foreign and domestic, that you bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that you take this obligation freely without.
Sorry, I was watching that because of the cute kid.
Without reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you're well and faithfully discharged of the duties upon the office upon which you're about to enter. So help me God.
He's got his hand.
I do.
Funny.
Hey, Mom, how are you? You look like his sister. Get over here. My sister, Suzanne. Hey, Suzanne, how are you? Good to see you.
My brother, Ben.
Look at these two are married. These two.
We got it.
Yeah. But Biden's got to hold you by the waist, hold her.
Thank you. Oh, you know what? I got to tell you something.
That's exactly right. Look what we want. Anytime you do something, I can say, listen, you swore no doubt. Congratulations, man. Definitely stand to the right so they can see your face there. And put your left hand in the Bible. We're going to foreign and domestic upon which you're
Glad you're still around.
Thank you. Congratulations, Jeff. Who's this beautiful child?
Uh-oh. Who's this beautiful child?
Beyonce, they got engaged. Hey, man.
Just pulled a her fiance.
My mother? Mom, you come by me. You want to? Hey, what's your name? Tanner. Hey, Tanner, good to see you, man. What's your name? Alan. Austin, how are you? Good to see you. Great to see you. Some of you guys come on the other side. Lindsay, how are you? Come on over here.
No, not all of you.
Okay. Tanner.
This side.
That's good.
Okay. Ready?
Ready yet?
Again, any conversation with Biden will always be like this, where his face is leaned in and this person's face is leaned away. Do not put your forehead up here. Look at this. It's so obvious.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness.
Congratulations.
It's really sad how much time we got left in this one. Just about 20 minutes on this one. We'll pump on through. Uh-oh, here we go again.
How are you?
Say hello, Mr. Vice President.
How are you? Oh, you're so good. How old are you? Are you 15?
Oh boy, not the RE15 joke again.
4.5, almost 5. All right. I love her then. Tell her I love her.
You need to.
Okay, and you put your left hand in the Bible.
Caroline, you need to look at the cameras right now.
Yeah, okay.
Just for the moment.
That you bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that you take this obligation. Congratulations, Senator. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did here.
Thank you, Mr.
And my
Vice
kids are
President.
about the same age. Can I pick you up?
Oh, yes, he's fine.
Give him a Democrat, I know, but it's okay.
By the way, folks, if you go to pick up a child and say, "Can I pick you up?" and the child starts to cry, that's your cue that the answer is no. And yet you have the mother right there who on the car ride was told, I'm sure, explicit direction about we do everything Joe Biden wants. So we have to tell our daughter to, nope, he's fine. He's fine. He's go with him. Give him huggers. No, let's watch again.
Oh, yes, he's fine.
The office upon which you're about to enter, so help you God.
I did.
Congratulations, Senator. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did here.
Thank you, Mr.
And my
Vice
kids are
President.
about the same age. Can I pick you up?
Oh, yes, he's fine.
Oh, boy.
It's a Democrat, I know, but it's okay.
Oh, she cries loudly for Republicans.
Congratulations, man.
Well, thank you, sir.
Poor child.
All right. Thank you.
And this is my mother.
Oh, hey, Mom. How are you? Pleasure to meet you.
No, I'm sorry.
Right there, Mom. Whoa.
If you're Republican.
Joe Biden, how are you? Hi. All right. Nice to see you. What's your name? Hey, sis. How are you? Good to see you. How are you? Susie. Big guy. What's your name? Good to see you, Jay.
I'll stand behind
Hey,
you.
man. Okay. You. Very proud, Mom. No, I'm serious.
Here, great.
Yeah, you can too, but did you ever see it? We have one more picture.
I'll tell you what.
And then lollipop.
Hey, we'll get you 2 loud.
You're gonna have your lollipop in 1 minute, Angel.
He'll get her 3
Hold it.
lollipops.
Here, lollipop. It's gonna clean
got
up
us
once
all?
again. Just look at the camera.
Look at his hand here. Is that his wife?
Just smile.
No.
Oh, what's it?
By the way, his
Baby,
wife
just
is
hold it.
blonde.
Just stick it in your hand.
If you're taking a picture with strangers, that's not a good place to put your hand. Now his hands are on her neck. Oh boy. Guess it's just acceptable behavior when you are in the Senate or Congress. Oh, here we go again.
Oh, I guess.
I'm going to have you stand right in the middle, okay? You got to stand there, and you get in the middle of us, okay? He's going to put his left hand in the Bible, raise his right hand. We're going to do this for real.
What do I look at?
What do you want to? I'd rather you look at me, but you should look at him.
Okay.
I'd rather you look at me. Again, it's all these
Do you solemnly swear
sexual suggestive comments.
will well and faithfully.
This is my daughter Molly.
Hey, Molly, how are you? It's a pleasure to meet you.
My grandson Josh.
Hey, Josh, how are you?
Daughter-in-law Emily and Maya.
Emily. Hi, Corinne, how are you?
Son Angus.
Hey, Angus, how you doing, buddy?
Duncan King.
Good to see you. Good, how are you?
Daughter-in-law Tommy and
Hey,
Matt.
Tommy, how you doing? Good to see you again.
My sister Bunny.
Well, how are you? I tell you what, my sister said brothers are heavy to carry, especially with their singing. Oh, good. Hey, where's the big guy? You can stay right there. Slide up, and that's all right, man. Just don't tell Bob Bird's ghost to let you sit at that table.
What?
Never happened.
Weird.
Hiding a little one?
Oh, don't hide.
Don't hide Maya. She's a star.
Thanks. Good auntie. She is the best. She's the best thing to come here. And I've been here for 200 years. Okay.
Wow, this girl wants nothing to do with Watch this girl in the red here. It's so, I mean, body language tells you so much. Look at her staying as far away as possible.
Do you know this lady? I met her. Good auntie. She is the best. She's the best thing to come here.
Oh, is she my bad if she's a Senate member. I thought she was a wife.
Stand right there in the middle. I don't know.
Oh, that's the actual senator, so she knows him.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on here.
Can you put that in for me?
I can.
I'll tell you a story about that.
Watch this guy's eyebrows are classic.
These are my cufflinks. My mom. Can you put that in for me?
Watch this guy's eyebrows.
I'll tell you a story about that.
Stop touching him. Deal with it, husband. You have to deal with it.
Defend the Constitution.
It's required.
This is my son, Nathan.
Hey, man. Good to see you, Nathan.
This is my daughter, Allie.
Allie, how are you? Lovely. Great to see you.
Lovely.
Okay, Nathan.
So lovely.
All right. That's how you drop your hands to your sides. Thank you. I'm a little too formal, I know.
Too formal? Holy smokes.
I mean it.
Sir, you're the opposite of formal.
To see it. Okay. You would. Hey, guys, how are you? What's your name?
I'm good.
Oh, great. Okay. But you're important to defend the Constitution and that you will
This is good. Stand far away from him. It's the safest place to be.
A little bit younger. My boys were 4 and not quite 4, not quite 5. I know you're a big guy. This is the first time in years. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Nice of you. Really do hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, handsome. Thanks for being at that caucus.
We're going to leave this way, Senator.
You helped me get the final votes. How are you? Great to see you.
This is my husband, Bruce.
Hey, Bruce, how are you, man? Good. Great to see you. They're going to have the Bible. I swear, your innovations. Mom, how are you? Stand next to me. Morgan, how are you, pal?
Our son, Luke.
Hey, Luke, you guys look like you still play.
Good.
Lovely lady.
Getting close to the end of this one here.
No. Congratulations.
In my mind, we were moving through much
Bruce, they're going to have you stand
faster,
right
but it's not moving that fast. Oh.
You saw
Warren. Look at the lean. Yep. Pop away. Get out of there.
How are you, man? Congratulations. And okay. Faith and allegiance.
The rest of my family out there. Where's my family? They're coming. Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. How are you? Hey, Courtney. You guys come on this side.
Oh, you come over here.
Do you have any more?
Do we have any others? Lynette, come on then.
Take your time.
He's holding this girl's hand.
You're so gracious.
Look at this.
No, it's a big day. Come on over this side, Lynette.
Wow.
How are you?
Oh, very well.
All right.
We'll take your purses. We'll take your purses. That's the picture.
I'd be delighted.
Still holding hands.
Okay, everyone.
Oh, what do you got here? Wait.
Oh, my other sister-in-law.
Hey, great to see you guys.
Okay, everyone.
Okay?
Just a little bit. Right here. Just like that. Couple. Thank you.
Go get him, Maisie.
We'll go exit this way.
She still can't get away from him. That was classic. This girl's, look at her. I'm out of here. Can I leave? Can I go? Can I go? I'm just wondering if it's okay if I leave. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Oh boy, I feel so bad. Because they should have, nobody around them should allow them to have to deal with that. But that's the way the power structure works.
That you bear true faith and allegiance to the same. You take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
They're even allowing their
and they will
children
well-
to go through that. It's ridiculous.
What's your name?
My other brother.
Good to see you, man. How you doing, man? Great to be with you.
He's a command sergeant major in the Army.
He looks it. This guy looks like he still plays for South Carolina or something. You know what I mean?
Gamecock.
Good to see you, man.
Boy over there. 396, he was a big boy. He ran a 4.40, right?
Okay, so we've got the end of that one. And that leaves us with just one more. We've got this one, which is just not working and hasn't been forever. We'll see. So he's holding this guy's wife's hand. We'll try and see if we can pump through it real quick. Uh-oh. That's always scary when you got people that might be considered decent looking. Uh-oh.
Caroline, how are you? How 18. Now, you all sisters? Sister, what's your name? Hey, Annie, how are you?
How old are you? And you come stand by me.
You and I can't get away with that. Hi again. Good to see you. I love the picture. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, how are you, sis? Brother-in-law. Good to see you. Well,
Yeah, I'm skipping through this when it pauses, but again, look at the hand.
we got up top here.
So sad that this is required. If you're going to be in office, you got to let Biden have his hands in inappropriate places, at least according to me. Again, do your own research on that. Look up your own information. But clearly, this is questionable at the very best.
So behind the back. Wait, say that.
Hey man, what's your name? Hey, Charlie. Back here, color folks back here. How are you? What's your name?
Again, this one's just not working well.
Okay, man, what a great family. Come on. I like kids better than people.
I like kids better than people. He's got his hand here, hand here. Look at these people, man, just power hungry.
Right. By the way, you need to...
Uh-oh, something was coming there. Man, this is interesting that this one doesn't work too well. Again, all the links for each of these videos will be in the description.
Well, yeah.
She said, I heard that you like selfies. And he said, yeah. But again, it's not working well. So, look at the worried look on this lady's face. She's like, can we leave?
Good to see you. Thank you.
Try and jump through these a little faster since it doesn't seem to be working.
Your left.
We're down to 9 minutes left in this one anyway.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, this one's just broken. Again, check the links for this one. This is the date of January 6th, 2015.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem to be working too well. And we're missing some stuff here.
You're 12, what's your name? Handsome, what's your name?
Hi, Angel. How are you?
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, this is just not working. Maybe somebody else could check it and check if it's just me or what's going on here. But anyway, we're done with it at this point.
You take this obligation freely.
That one's done. And then we only had one more. And again, I'm just going to fly through it in my head. When I planned on this, I thought that I'd be done in 2 hours. And I think it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes so far. And I still have one more video to go through. So again, if we can say anything at this point, we can say that there are serious signs, in my opinion, of inappropriate behavior that shouldn't be allowed really in any social setting, but for some reason is allowed by the vice president and family members of Senate and Congress members. serious patterns of what looks like creepy and awkward, and just I don't know how else to say it besides inappropriate behavior. We saw repeated actions that to anyone would appear as questionable, borderline at the very best, and scary at the very worst. Again, very sexually suggestive, terrible jokes, repeating the same inappropriate behavior, the stares, the looks up and down, the stroking of hair, the touching of shoulders, the grabbing of the waist. These are clear signs that shouldn't be seen. As we looked at Mike Pence, we looked at Mike Pence's video, and to me, hands by his side at all times. Occasionally, he gave a hug in what seemed like appropriate circumstances. Never pulled any child towards him. And again, I'm not saying that I'm a fan of Mike Pence. I'm just saying the man can obviously present himself in public, which is certainly different than what I'm seeing here. But again, make up your own mind. Just wanted people not to just see the creepy Joe Biden videos and then jump all over that, but to actually watch it in completion and see that there's clear signs and a clear pattern of behavior. But let's see if we can find any more here. And again, we will try and pop through these quickly. Again, this girl ended up front.
Come on and jump in the picture. Getting at it.
Our other son, Kevin.
Again, this girl's turned this way. He's hugging this lady. I don't know who she is, but now we go with the arms on the shoulders again.
Kristen's our newest member of the family, Mark, and Kristen just got
Very questionable. Let's pop through.
I will.
Oh, there's that priest again who he asked for a confession or something last time.
That counts a lot, Father. Okay. That counts a lot. Okay.
By the way, this is January 3rd, 2017.
Hey, man.
Yeah, good to see you.
God bless you. How are you?
Again, hey, I don't know.
Freely with I want to see. Get up here.
Michelle, I'm the second youngest. That's my son.
Hey guys, let's have some guys come around.
This is my wife's side.
How are you? Good to see you. Get up here.
Michelle, I'm the
A great-grandchild.
Great-grandchild.
This is Patrick Grassley. He's in the state legislature.
Good to see you, man. You have great taste.
See, how about that? I mean, you just said you have great taste talking about this girl.
Good to see you, man. You have great taste.
You have great taste. Is that appropriate conversation?
Great-granddaughter.
How old are you? Hi, honey. How are you? Great to see you. Amanda is tired. Good to see you, man. How are you?
Hello, sir.
Hi, how are you, sis? Nice to see you. Hey, Mark, how are you?
For all your service to the middle class.
An excellent job. That's something we share in common.
I know that I like
Daughter-in-law here.
Good to see you. Great to see you. Barbara?
There's a lot of people here. What's going on?
How are you and how old are you? Just remember, no serious guys in your 30s.
Here we go again.
You have a hard job. You got to keep the boys.
Didn't anybody tell him not to say that after 6 or 7 or 8 years?
How old are you? Just remember, no serious guys.
Unbelievable.
In your 30s. Is this your sister? Yeah. You have a hard job. You got to keep the boys away from your sister. That's the deal. Hey, man.
Mr. Vice President.
Good to see you.
Lee Grassley.
Good to see you, Lee. Nice to see you.
That's our oldest.
Hey, man. How are you? What you see you, man? You got him put on a sport coat. That's pretty good.
Again, see when I skip forward like that, we are missing the...
Maya.
Hi, Maya. Hi, how are you? Joe Biden. Nice to see you. Good to see you, man. You got him.
All right.
I'll tell you what, man.
No, that's her. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
You get it. What would I do with that demo? We're going to start. Okay.
Popping through a couple of these quickly. Man, I feel like everybody just knows, too. I mean, look at this girl looking at them like... It's like everybody knows what's coming. Like, she didn't know how to act.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President.
A couple of
Thank God you're here. We're going to drop you right in the middle, okay?
Jack.
Hey, Jack. All right.
This way?
This way. that you'll bear true faith.
And again, you got to keep doing this. I mean, now look, he's holding his
Here we
wife.
go.
Again, who's married here? These two. But he's holding her. Can't the man stand there and
You're the best, John.
those places? Ridiculous.
My father here, look at you, say, what do we have now? Drop that dice,
Actually,
come on
that's
my
down
side.
on your side?
Well, no, you stay there, Patty.
We're headed.
No, actually, I'm wrong. I said you're there. You're in the middle where I
You're here, and then we're over here.
Oh boy.
Okay? That you will bear true upon.
Uh-oh.
You know, gave her a champ dog, and she still keeps it on her nose.
Here we go.
Well, I get them. You're going to come see the real champ.
She's got a real champ
He's
dog.
not as big as you are.
Look at this.
Thank you, guys.
Jeez, creepy.
Hey, family. Come on.
Oh, you mean there's other family besides this little child?
It's good to see you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Hi, Karen.
Hi. Hi.
I'll tell you what, Jason, I'm still.
He's holding this girl's hand again. Look at. How did that end up happening?
Sister, you come over this side of us.
Oh, that's how it happens. See, this is the problem with skipping forward like this is we're missing some things like that, but I guess we otherwise we'll be here all night.
Hi, how are you?
But
Hi, Karen.
that's inappropriate.
Hi, other sister.
Hi, other sister. Here, hold my hand and I'm not going to let go.
Hey, Timmy.
You're just forced to. You can't say anything.
Jason, good to see you.
Weren't you in the car on the way here? Didn't they tell you
Tell you what.
that you're going to hold my hand if I want it to be held? Doesn't matter who your husband is, who you're here with, you're going to hold my hand because I'm the vice president. And I just pet this girl's face.
This is called a command coin. I usually give the people on the battlefield for real. And the deal is, I give you that coin, you pretend you had it in me and give it to you. But next time I see you, if you don't have it, you got to buy the root beer. Oh, you have it, I got to buy it. That's
It's
the
almost old enough
tradition.
to buy the regular
Okay?
beer, actually.
Well, I'm the only Irishman you're going to find that doesn't drink, so I'm kind of boring. So. Well, great to see you guys. Well, he's my best friend. Hey, Cameron, how are you? Good to see you.
Do not put your face near that child.
Thank you for all your hard work.
Oh, did you tell him you sleep with Champ every night still?
Oh, Champ, cool dog, isn't he?
Every night.
Watch out, we're
They're
like.
always up. Go say hello to Uncle Joe.
Uh-oh. Say hello to Uncle Joe.
What's your name? What's your name? I love you.
Do not touch the child's pearls.
Turn around, we got our picture taken. Turn over here. You've never done this before.
Oh, there you go.
Hi, handsome. How are you? Need it. Don't take it off. Last time we were here, I swore the man, and he was a little guy, and he took my oath card. You know what I mean? Okay, you stand in the middle, Angel. Come on over here. Come on right here. And you stand United States occasion, and times in a row. Well, good to see you.
Again, we're going to be flying through a little faster here, so
We're twins.
You're twins?
hopefully we don't
My
miss
goodness,
anything.
I forgot that. I apologize.
We're the junior members of the Biden-Wyden coalition.
That's
Do not
right.
pet
Well,
the child's
thank you for being so nice
hair.
to me, okay?
Those were mine. Is
They-
that a
they were.
golden book? No.
That's side of a golden book.
That was not yours.
Great to see you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you again. Good to see you. All these years. Thank you. Okay. All right, guys.
Thank you for all these years. I would never say that you're acting inappropriately, ever.
That she got to see. You hold that Bible in there. All enemies, foreign ones, faithful. What? Born, I won't. Yeah. This child. Stand right here in the middle, brother. Okay, we'll hold that Bible and we'll do
Man,
this.
it's so sad that all these people just keep showing up year
Do
after year,
solemnly swear to support
despite the
and defend
creepiness, and just deal with it.
Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Good to see you, man. You're getting old.
We've already seen this lady.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi,
Good to see you.
Tyler.
This is Mary Lyde.
Hi, Mary Lyde. How are you? You're smart. You're a pretty girl.
No,
Hey,
backing away.
Trey Foth. Good to see you, Trey.
Mary Foth.
Hey, Mary, how are you?
Mary, you and Trey.
Okay. You get right in the middle. You get right in the middle. Okay, come on.
Look over there, Mary Lyde.
Oh boy. It usually means don't do it again.
Mary Lyde.
Classic.
We're having a conversation.
Yeah, you're having a conversation with a child. That's scary.
Okay, come on. No, you're not holding me up. This is a great honor.
Oh, pull her closer. Pull her closer.
One with the two of them. Okay. For her. Yeah. Oh no, I'd like to do that. Come on this side, man. I'd like this.
Yeah, come over on this side. This is his wife.
Thank you.
Thank God she look over the monitor.
What do you say?
I'd like this.
I like this.
Thank you.
Thank God she look over the monitor.
Oh boy.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, these people don't want anything to do with him.
It's Lisa.
Long time. You left hand against all enemies. There's trouble with something else.
Go ahead, we're gonna do this.
All handsome, and they're going to do well with.
Now my father say.
Again, who's married here?
Oh.
This guy and this girl.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
This is Corey.
Well, hi, Corey. How are you? Pleasure to meet you.
The Vice President of the United States of America.
For a couple more days.
It's okay. You hang on to that.
Again, she tried to get to the side as quick as possible.
Sure.
Congratulations for all
Thank you,
your
ma'am.
good work. Thank you for everything.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Have very good taste.
Yeah, very good taste. Wow. Could it be more pattern, more annoying, more ridiculous, more over the top, more inappropriate?
There we go.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Reenact this. Left hand in the Bible. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to support this invasion? He knows how to do anything. Mom, on this side. That may be in jeopardy.
We'll move through this one quickly because I don't know how much more we need at this point. Clear patterns.
Can you stand up on the
Who are these people? It's a lot of family. I guess they just keep bringing more and more and more every time. Oops.
Leave, Joe. All right, which way you have us going?
You know what? We're going to have. He's going down this way.
Because the wheelchair, you got to go out down. Emma, will you get sympathies, Charles? Johnny, you're the best, man. Do you solemnly swear that without a doubt in my
Jack.
Hey, Jack, how are
And
you?
Riley.
Riley, how are you, honey? How old are you?
I'm 10.
I'll bet you're as smart as you're beautiful.
And John and Susan.
Oh boy. I bet you're as smart as you're beautiful.
Elizabeth.
12.
Hi, I'm Catherine.
And you're 14. Come on. Somebody's got to come on my side. Hey, man.
Oh, boy.
Good to see you, Kevin. Good. Of course you are.
Again, where did this... He's holding this girl's hand.
Good to see you, pal.
Sarah Catherine.
Watch this poor girl in the purple.
How old are you?
Boom. From here, he never lets go of her hand.
Tell you what, how old are you, Angel?
Elizabeth.
Look at, now he's holding her hand.
Hi, I'm Catherine.
And you're 14. Come on.
That's about as inappropriate as it gets.
Hey, man. Great to see you, Kevin. Good. Of course you are.
Look, he's holding onto this girl's hand. Do these people care? No, they love it.
Hunters in my house. My son and my grandson. Hey, Jay. Julie, how are you? Good to see you. You get right
Creepy.
in front here. You guys
You get
fight
right in front of me here.
Okay? You ready?
Look at that.
Okay. Watch out, that guy following you.
Man.
Thank you so much.
Now, you getting in this picture?
I think we're done.
Are you done? Okay.
We're now
He's caressing this girl's arm. Nobody cares. Except for her.
This is a close family.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Proud of my kids.
The problem is, you
Don't
know,
pet her hair.
You guys, you got a hard job. There's too many beautiful girls in this family. You got
Oh
one
boy.
job. My father used to say, for real, keep boys away from your sisters. That's the job. That's the job.
You're telling me there's nothing wrong with that?
That's your job, Joey. You have a beautiful sister, man. It was hard.
Caressing her face again after holding her hand and pulling her close to him.
Thanks. Thank you. Take care of beautiful family.
Scary.
We had dinner together not so long
Yeah, we
ago.
did.
Oh, that's
Susan,
true.
In happier times.
In happier times, that's true. Susan Stan found the Constitution.
Girl, my daughters, your biggest
Uh-oh.
fans, actually.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're his biggest fans.
Good to see you.
Holding this girl's hand again.
Oh, man, you're getting
The
old.
last time you did
Honey,
this,
how are you? I remember last time I told you couldn't deny it.
she was
What?
small enough that you were holding her in your arms back then.
My Lord.
That's crazy. And this is my mom.
Mom, how are you?
Susan Bennett.
You stand right in the middle. Mom's ruling my house. Sarah, how are you?
Still holding this poor girl's hand.
Good to see you, Jim. Come on.
Oh, finally.
What's your name, Angel? How old are you?
Oh, maybe he changed his mind. Different hold hand.
Beautiful.
Look at
Jasper.
Look at this. Let go of the child's hand.
Good to see you, Richard. How you doing, man? Welcome.
Goodness.
Yeah, we do now.
Not one person ever says something. Like, she'd rather you not touch her anymore, please.
Girl, you done good with this boy.
Same joke again. Oh boy. God love you. Stop touching children's faces.
Time to program to know the players here. You know? And you're getting too old. You're getting too old and too lovely.
You're getting too old.
What a wonderful family.
What do you mean? This is a child.
I'm like
Isn't this a child?
The wealthy ones never come. The poor ones come, stay longer than they should, eat all your food, you know. That's what we are. You know? Well, great to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Anything I could ever do.
Thank you.
Abigail, how are you?
Good.
I'm well.
I caught you Saturday.
That's a high honor. In the middle of the whole Bible, Dad, you stand support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Charge of duty. How you doing?
Matt, his boys.
Hi. Good to see you.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Jill and Andy, get on this side.
Again.
Oh, darn. What a beautiful family.
Thank you.
Well, you got to be very patient. Fathers are hard to raise.
Stop petting children's heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop stroking little girls' hair.
We're good.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here. Hey, pal.
This is Dominic. Say hello to the Vice President.
Hey, Dominic, how you doing, man? How old are you?
Say hello to the Vice President. Girls, line up, hold hands, and allow him to caress your shoulders.
Linda, how are you? Danielle, how are you? Great to see you.
Look at Rubio. Rubio loves it. Yeah. Do whatever Joe asks you, girls.
Well, Mom, you get right in the middle here. We're going to reenact this, and you're going to hold the Bible. You come over next to me, child.
You come over next to me, child.
Here. Come on, you guys in the middle. And if you put your left hand in the Bible and raise your right, raise your best of luck. And if I had a plane, there'd always be room on it. It's a long story. I'll tell you about it. Okay, great to see you. Great to see you. Now look, dads are very hard. Good too. Yeah, that was. Dads are very hard to raise, so be patient. You know what I mean? It takes patience raising this. You know what I mean? Well, it's good to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Actually, his brother was to Landy in Miami.
Yeah.
My nephew.
Hand on her here.
Thank
Here.
All right. I guess we're going to have you about this way. Well, okay. All right.
So sweet for me.
Well, he's foreign in the office of What's your name? Kristen? How doing?
Yep. Child says no.
Hey, man.
Oh, good. You got the cue for once.
Last time we saw you, you got engaged.
Well, I'll tell you what. I can't
Now we've got a baby.
I can't bring you that much luck again. But hey, how are you, man? Good to see you. How you doing? Oh.
I told her I went.
Well, come on, everybody, slide in.
What are you saying?
Good to see you. How you doing? Oh.
I told her I went.
Well, come on, everybody.
I couldn't hear that, but I'll try one more time just because he says something interesting.
Oh.
I told her I went.
Well, come on, everybody, slide in here.
Not sure what was
Can we
said.
get everybody in? Great to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much. What a beautiful smile.
Yeah, you got a beautiful smile. No one's ever heard that one before. Very creative, very unique.
How you doing? Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're gonna got the Bible. Here we go.
He has to have a bigger vocabulary than 37 words.
Can we get a picture with our
Of course you can.
Okay.
That's what this is all about. Hey, man.
Shake hands.
Duncan.
How you doing, Duncan?
This is Bridget.
Hey, Bridget, how old are you? 16.
That's creepy.
You got big dogs around the house.
What?
Drop down.
And you got a brother.
That's right.
Come on. You know what my dad used to say?
Okay,
I
wait
have
a
one
second
job,
here.
like you big dogs around the house. Hey,
It's
man.
almost as if
Shake hands.
How you doing,
the
Duncan?
mother tells the daughter to go stand next to him. She says no,
16 hobo.
and then he look at watch.
Big dogs around the house.
Big dogs, shotguns.
Watch. You go stand next to him. No, I'd rather stand right here. Okay.
That's right.
Come on.
No, I'm gonna grab your
You know
hand,
my
pull you
dad
over.
used to say, I had one job, like you had a
Look at this.
beautiful sister. To keep the boys away from your sister. That's the job.
Creepy.
No, you're a sophomore?
I'm a junior.
A junior. Yep. And you go to school in Pennsylvania or here?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Well, it's great to see you. And what year are you? Freshman. All right. Hey, man.
Long way to go.
He's checking these photographers out. He's not too sure.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Happy New Year.
Congratulations, Pat.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Jerry.
That's good.
Married.
Oh, we're already halfway through. We're almost done.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
You sure can. Okay. Hi.
Thank you.
What's
Hi,
your name?
Kelsey.
Hey, Kelsey. And your name?
Alex.
Al.
Thank you so much.
What's your name? Cole. Yes, sir. I tell you, you have a very hard job, man.
Here we go again.
You have very hard. My dad used to say you got one job.
Oh,
I
boy.
have a beautiful sister like you guys. I swear to God, he used to say you have one job: keep the guys away from your sister. You're in trouble. Okay, come on, everybody, slide in here.
Goodness.
26.
26.
Jeez, you won't let go of her hand either. Hold her hand. Oh, hold it.
Good. How old are you?
28.
28. God love you.
God love you.
26.
Oh.
Well, thank you. I thought they were still in school.
We're glad they're not.
Well, you got a pay raise. They're out. Great to see you, man. Nice
Best
to see you
wishes.
guys. Thank you.
Thanks for the way you conduct yourself.
Thanks for the way you conduct yourself.
Thanks a lot.
Why don't you lick his taint while you're at it?
Mikey, we're going to leave John behind. You're right in the middle, Mikey.
All right, sounds good, because I don't know it.
This obligation. Good to see you go. You have very good taste. Come on.
Oh, yeah, very good taste. Man, I don't...
All right. And parents as well as...
Oh, boy. Pretty embarrassing for the guy. I don't know how anyone can question some of these reports coming
How
out.
are you? This is Hanley.
Hey, Henry,
My
how are
husband's
you?
Scott.
Smile at Grandma. Good to see you, man. Brittany, you get on this side. Okay.
Brittany, you come over here. I'm going to hold your hand.
Good to see you.
Jeez, look at this. I mean, what is going on?
You got it? Great. Support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all these charges of duty.
Remember Will Portman? What do you think?
Oh my God, you guys got it.
Nope, how did it end up holding this girl's hand again? Jeez.
Hi, Sally. How are you? You got a
Look
smile
at-
that lights up the whole Senate.
Wow.
Come on.
What do you think?
One of you guys got it. Come on. Sally, you get right in the middle.
Jeez.
Here we go.
Okay, please look this way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you so much.
So they each have boyfriend, girlfriends with them, and
No,
One of your biggest fans.
Mr. Vice President, my girlfriend, Sarah,
Hi, Sarah.
who's always supposed to meet you.
Oh, boy.
good to see you.
She's been talking about this for months.
This is made by 2017.
I hope this doesn't get you in trouble with the family. Hey, man.
Vice President Michael.
Hey, man.
Let's do it.
Right here.
I didn't mean to push mom and dad out.
Yeah, how'd that go? Let's see. Oh,
Yeah, here we go.
he'll choose who he wants to take a picture with. It's clear.
Can I hold the Bible and swear to the Constitution of the United States and faith to the right God and back? You're in the domestic office upon.
He's somewhere out there. We're fine. We're fine. But I mean, we did bring 2 young people who would love to have us. Yeah.
These
are 2 of our 4.
Love to what?
Guys.
So he's somewhere.
A selfie, I'm sure.
What a smile. What a beautiful smile.
And David.
Hey, David, who's got the camera? Who's got the selfie camera? Great. Okay, here we go. Right. You ready?
Wow, you're a pro at this.
Oh, I tell you what. You ready?
All right, ready? Oh, I got it. All right, Dave, you in? Take it back. Do you want to do a goofy one?
You sound like my daughter.
Uh-oh.
Gotta get us all in.
There you go.
I'm 23.
23. That's my granddaughter's 23rd birthday.
And David is
What?
24.
24.
How old are you? 23? My sister was once 23. What is he
24,
talking?
almost 25.
You've had a hard time, man.
What?
Living with me? He had one easy year.
Like you, I have a much better looking sister than I am. My dad just had one job.
Oh,
Keep
boy.
the guys away from your sister. Have you been doing a good job? Probably not.
Remember that.
All right, at this point, I can't even watch anymore. It's getting pretty obvious. Creepy Uncle Joe is named Creepy Uncle Joe, I think, for a reason. Again, make up your own mind. But we watched for, nearly 3 hours. Plenty of time for us to make an informed decision or an informed opinion. And I don't think we can say anything other than it's clearly, like I said, borderline behavior at the very, 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 very best. And, I mean, that is giving a lot. Okay, that is giving too much, in fact. Serious problems with all that behavior, at least in my book. Again, if you're okay with some old man stroking your young daughter's hair or rubbing their shoulders or grabbing them and holding hands and pulling them close to them. And again, this is in a public setting in front of the media. There's magazines there, newspapers, everybody's taking photographs and video, and it's being it's being videotaped. He knows that. So can you imagine what might happen at a private party or at some sort of event that isn't televised, that isn't on C-SPAN, that doesn't have 50 members of the media there and everybody else's family taking photos? I don't even want to think about it. That's just me. So I do appreciate you guys joining me. Thank you for all the super chats. There was another one from Gold Peace Prosperity. Thank you. I don't think you wrote anything, or if you did, it didn't show up on my screen. And so, that's it. Make sure you tune in Sunday for Glowbusters, as always. That should be fun. I believe we'll be talking about the sun. And so check that out. Also, keep an eye on my channel. I'm almost done with the video. I just decided to do this one tonight before I finished up my video, Are We Spinning? That'll be out soon as well as many others. And then again, if you want to check out Jeranism Monday Night Raw, that's no longer simulcast on YouTube, so it will be only on True Frequency Radio, which you can find at tfr.com, and then you just click the Listen Live, and I am on every Monday evening from 6 p.m. Pacific until 8 p.m. Pacific. That is 9 to 11 Eastern Time. And so, make up your own mind. If you got bored and left at any point in this, I understand. It wasn't the most exciting of videos, but I thought it was important. At least I now have my mind made up. Clearly, Joe Biden, at least in my opinion, and again, this is only my opinion, has no business being anywhere near the White House as president or a presidential nominee. And I would not be surprised. In fact, I'm sure another one came out during during this live stream. Wouldn't be surprised if more and more of these women are okay with coming forward now and saying they also felt strange or were in circumstances where Joe Biden acted inappropriately, because we saw it happen probably, 50, 60 times, and we were just watching a few. And again, as soon as this ends, I will load all the links. Let me see, make sure I have them all. So I've got the link with Obama. That'll be in there. And then the ceremonial swearing in of the senators. And then the 4 videos we watched. And then if I can remember where I got the Pence one, I will put that in there as well. But all the videos will be in the description. All the links so that you can check those out if you want. Watch them a little closer if you want. And if somebody goes through and, cuts out all those ones, I've seen, a few of those before in maybe some clips that have 5 or 6 of those. But there was probably 50 or 60 with the holding of hands and the pulling close and the constant body language and the angles that he would get close and put the forehead on the forehead. Just all of it. Very creepy, very inappropriate. And again, I don't know how anyone would say anything different. So appreciate you guys, as always, for tuning in. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so at paypal.me/Jaren. If you want to become a patron, and a big shout out and thank you to all my patrons. You guys make this channel possible. I appreciate you guys so much. You can go to patreon.com/Jeranism. And if you have Venmo, like all the cool kids, you can send a tip to @Jeranism if you want. And you can tell me hello or whatever you want. That's at Venmo. So appreciate it so much. And again, thank you to all my patrons. You guys are awesome. Can't thank you enough. And what happened there? My little graphic didn't work. That's too bad. All right, guys. Other than that, we'll see you guys soon. Again, Globebuster Sunday, Jeranism Raw on Monday. And probably my video should be done tomorrow. So look forward to that. And I remind you guys always, as with this video and every video, to do your own research. Do not listen to do not trust me. Do not say Jaren says Joe Biden is borderline creepy. We should believe him. No. You need to watch what I just watched. You need to go do your own research. You need to follow up on some of these accusations and decide for yourself if that man should be anywhere near the candidacy for president of the United States. In my mind, the answer is a simple no, obviously. But again, make up your own mind, do your own research, because when you do, you'll never again believe what you've been taught. This has been Jeranism. Till next time, peace.